Yeah.
All right, I think
But
YouTube is up
how
and
are
running.
you doing?
I am running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I ran my game last weekend. Last weekend was our monthly session at the end of the month, and my friends left at like 11:30 p.m. last night, even though our games are on Saturday. A lot of the time they just stay over. Um, they left at 11:30 last night. I got real sick like as they were leaving, and
Yeah.
I slept the whole morning, which is unusual for me. That like I can either fully sleep through the morning or that like I I want to make words one day, um,
I
or
believe
that
you.
just in general that nobody's bothered me. And I woke up and I started cleaning up, and then my sister texted me and was like, "I'm coming over." And by the time I was out of the shower, she was already here, and like nothing is done. But that's the story of my life. Why is it? Oh, I'm trying to figure out why Twitch isn't starting up. I never hit the button for Twitch. That explains a lot.
That'll do it.
Got it. Okay, technically we were live on YouTube on time. Okay, I got us in on YouTube on time, but I forgot to hit the button on Twitch.
Shame on
That's
you.
my bad.
Remind me of the theme of today.
Oh, jeez. Ugh. Uh, Today's theme, we're going to be doing Spelljammer Ship Combat, which I figured would be something that Grimjack would be really interested in, but I don't think he's going to show up. Which
Interesting.
isn't really too surprising, but here we is.
Here we.
I also realized I didn't do the new poll. That'll be for the end of the stream tonight. So I'm going to open that up and start working on that on the side. But I think it's just me and you today, Speedy.
Well, you know what? This will be a whale of a time.
I'm actually going to. Well,
Is
no.
this an
Yeah.
just literally a whole book about Spelljammer?
Yep. This is because uh, beyond. I don't think it goes like the Book of Doors or whatever it is. Quest from the Infinite Staircase. Blah blah blah. Um, is the last book that came out that like had Spelljammery stuff in it, and they still had not effectively detailed like how Spelljammer combat is supposed to work, how you're supposed to have two ships fighting, how you're supposed to have your people go on their Spelljammer beyond like the idea that you have a helm as a Spelljammer and you pilot it with your brain, not necessarily with your brawn. And so many people have just been like, how could you leave out the most important part of being on a ship? How to make the ship do things.
Makes sense.
Like, what a thing to skip over.
Hey, Lucy. You just started. Yeah, why? I don't know, filled up. Sorry, I was talking to my wife.
No, no. You guys are good. Do not worry. Uh, I'm trying to. Yeah, technically, no articles is already. We have our next 3 sessions. Like we've put out the poll far enough ahead that we're like 3 ahead now, and that's wild.
That is
And
crazy.
also, we decided we didn't actually finish Clubs's one shot. That's going to end up being at least a 3 shot. So we decided we're gonna keep just a let's play, well, I guess actual play is a more apt term, in the background in case like there's a day when we know we're all gonna be there. We might as well set that up instead. So at some
Makes
point
sense.
we will finish Tomb of the Serpent Kings, but that's not today because we don't have a clubs and we might not have a Lacara and we probably won't have a Shin, but we'll do our best.
We shall do our best. But fear not, Speedy is here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, keep that non-standard file format. Nobody needs to worry about that. Okay, so our what won the poll was one shot supplement. So this is one of those things where there are new spells in here because when you're on a Spelljammer and it's like a wizard piloting the ship, there's going to be some room for them to cast weird spells. There's new weapons to use, but they are based on the default siege weaponry from the other 5 ebooks. Even if hem, hem,
Mind your words.
I'm feeling the energy of Grimjack in the room, and I'm like, it's a boat that goes into space. It's not necessarily a spaceship. It could be, depending on who made it. Like Awaz has a super cool literal spaceship, but the default Spelljammer is a boat that flies. So your regular boat combat stuff was already kind of there, but not quite. They've always just sort of
So
skimped on
theoretically,
those
all
rules.
airships can be spaceships, but not all spaceships can be ships.
Yes. Yes. Grim's always like, nah, I want my rocket ship with like the mechanical arms from Outlaw Star, the grappler combat. And I'm like, I mean, you could technically make them. Yeah. Like
It's just
this,
like go, be free. That's what homebrew is for.
yeah, you could go do that thing. Do that thing. If that's what you want in your universe, you can totally do that. If your people aren't from the Forgotten Realms and they're from some other plane out in the astral sea or wild space, like go do your thing. It's just the default way that it's described is yeah, is a boat.
Now, I know we've said this many times on the round table, to my recollection, but there are a lot of rules when it comes to running D&D, and a lot of books. But if there's something that doesn't exist or conflicts with the rules as written, fuck them.
Yeah.
It is your world. Do whatever the fuck you want. All that
Oh.
matters is your enjoyment and the players to at least interact with your shit.
I did not know that. I did not know that Spelljammer was one of the ships.
Yes,
Like,
Spelljammer is the official ship for traversing the astral plane.
but no, like a specific ship. That was one of their names. I did not know
Oh,
that.
I thought that was like the class of ship.
That's what I thought too. Ha! See, we're
Damn
all
it.
learning stuff.
You cut off my monologue. I've lost my aura. Damn it.
Oh, it's like a space black pearl. Medrin would love this. Too bad none of us
I'd
talk to
love
her
that.
anymore. Oh well. But if
But yeah, you're God. Fuck 'em.
do whatever, it's your game. The Pinkertons only come after people if you sell
Pinkertons
something.
only come. No, you don't have to sell anything. It's only if you get magic cards early or you're a old cowboy.
Wizards only goes after people that has their stuff, like in physical capacity.
Yeah, if you're cooler than Wizards of the Coast, then you'll be fine.
It's true. It's true. So, if you would like to follow along with us, wait, does Nintendo also work with the Pinkertons? That's wild. I did not. I've
I
never heard that.
Who the hell is saying these things?
AWAS in the chat.
Hey,
I
Wells, are you spreading falsities again?
are they? I mean, I would not put it past them, but I've at
If
least not
AWAS
heard
is
those
spitting
stories.
falsities, we will have to revoke their horse girl license.
I don't know if that's possible. It's not possible.
I will put on my hat and ride on down into the sunset to revoke your license.
AWAS, you can't let this happen.
As Okami here has called me, I am the resident Count Blapula.
Oh, true. Nintendo 100% does that stuff. I just did it,
What
and
did Nintendo do? I'm not at my computer.
they do straight up stalk and harass people. Oh, for sure, 100%. But they don't summon the actual Pinkertons, who most of us did not think still existed until WotC started sending them after people.
There is no force in this world stronger than Japanese copyright lawyers.
That is also 100% true. If you were transported, we have a question from YouTube. If you were transported into the world of D&D or all fantasy games and had to make your perfect character as yourself, what would you choose? Race, class, multi-class, etc. If you
Not
want it,
possible
you
because
got
I
it.
have self-esteem issues.
I always say that like I'd be a rogue, but at this point in my life, I think I'd end up a paladin by default. But not necessarily stick up your butt paladin.
First
Uh,
off, I don't think that's how it would work. You would end up being a warlock patron by sheer accidental nature.
the patron, not the warlock.
No, you're not. No, you have warlocks. You're just the patron because you can't say no.
Ooh.
I love you, but you can't say no.
It's true. oh, 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 mm. My can't say no from Tales from the Tables earlier uh this weekend was we got into this big fight. Okay, it's not I guess it's not a can't say no. It's like how do we added so many things to our quotes of the campaign from this weekend because it was just a wild weekend. There was there was inter-party fighting at the table. There was inter-party fighting in the campaign. It was wild. However, one thing I will not abide by is we got into this big fight at our table because Grimjack couldn't figure out he couldn't tell apart any of the bad guys in the campaign at all. Like none whatsoever. And they just left the Frostfell. So they pissed off Cryonax, Lord of the Frostfell. He literally almost beat Grimjack specifically into paste. And well, an avatar of his. He 100% deserved it.
Okay.
And they've been dealing with him and his minions because one of our other characters, his grandpa, was sort of using stuff from the Frostfell, and Krynax was like, "Well, no, that's my stuff. Don't touch it." And that has been like a central theme of our campaign for like over a year. But they've spent like the last 4 or 5 sessions in the Frostfell dealing with this guy. So they're in Waterdeep. They're back on the prime material plane, and we made a joke because as they were still in the Frostfell, I sent a message to one of the other players, and he said, "Who's Cryonax?" And I went, "What?" And we're telling the story, and Grimjack goes, "Who is Cryonax?" And all of us just look at him, and he goes, "You can't expect me to be able to tell apart anything that's happening at the table." Like, that was his legitimate argument. Yes,
I mean,
we can. You're an adult. You have a
you could
brain.
by using your ears
Yeah, you
or
could.
your eyes.
You could. You could. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a physical DM. I gave his avatar a mini. You could. You definitely could use your eyes. You remember that Yeti with the 4 arms? Yeah? 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 That guy? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Him.
Yeah. It was wild. But if you would like to follow along with
Out of
us,
curiosity,
Mhm.
how agape was your maw?
It was not as agape as okay. In other campaign news, DT decided that his character Goblin Slayer was going to officially be Scottish from now on during this session. We've been playing for like 5.5 years. He has called people lad or lass many times. He has attempted an accent, but he decided for real last session his character was officially going to be Scottish, and I was like, that's fine. Like, you be you. And 30 minutes into him speaking and being like the main character of that particular encounter, Grimjack looks up from his computer, confused. And I look at him, and I look at DT, and I exclaim out loud with laughter, he has just realized that you're using a different accent. And because we are who we are, and we know that Grimjack does not pay attention, our table decided to gaslight the shit out of him and say that DT has been using that accent for the majority of the campaign. And because he never pays attention, we got him to believe us for an hour and a half. That is how little my players pay attention. Well, that side of the table.
Interesting.
The other person who sits next to him is the Laundry King, and the Laundry King asked about 700 times during the session, how far away is Waterdeep from us? They're in Waterdeep. They've been in Waterdeep for at least 4 sessions, and 4 sessions before that. But how far away is it? I need to know how I can get this person to Waterdeep. Buddy, you're in it. You're in it like right now. Like your feetsies are in Waterdeep. It's wild. My table's
It does sound
wild.
like a wild time. What would you say the
Oh, I saw.
passive perception?
I was like, whatever.
What would you say your passive perception score of the party that you run is?
Oh. I would say the average passive perception is probably like 9. Like below human average.
For the players?
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep. Not to the point where they seem completely insane, but it's close. It's very close. I saw it before, and the funny thing is, I didn't even know that subreddit existed. So yes, for those of you who can see my screen, I have been there. I did not know that subreddit existed until someone else sent me the link and was like, I think you're missing out on something. And I was like, huh?
Someone sent you the link?
Yep, they were like, oh, this is for you. I was like, okay.
What? What?
I'm going to guess it was Grimbo, because the next one under that is Dark Elf Halls. And Drow are his thing. You know, those Jamaican elves. We had a big argument about that too, with him being like, I totally understand tropes, and I can read the room, and I understand when someone should have a certain accent. And I was like, you thought we were weird for thinking you were weird, that you think all Drow have a Jamaican accent. I think you're the odd man out, bud. So, if you guys would like to follow along with this Spelljammer Ship Combat, you totally can if you're on YouTube. Just drop the description of this very video, and you can follow along with us. I'm going to be looking at the Google Drive version of it. It is linked in here. There is also an Imager version, but you could also go to the Codex Fantasia website and download the PDF yourself if that's what you want. I mean, you can also download it off Google Drive.
To me, so I mean, that's cool, I guess. I'm just here hee-heeing.
I will send it to the DMs, and also those of you on Twitch.
I can read the Twitch chat. I'm ignoring you now.
I didn't get to Twitch yet. That's when I send you guys the link. If you're on Twitch, I'm gonna pin it. It'll stay pinned because this is what we're talking about today. But I'm using the one that's here. I don't think they actually posted. Yeah, they only posted the main picture. Both of the versions.
You have to go on the post to his Reddit post to his Imager link.
So there's the website version and the Imager are both updated to 1.0. Listen, I know it was late for a lot of DMs and what have you. There is a lot of times where they only update one version. This person's updating both, and I'm happy about that. Thanks, dude. They also said that at some point they would like to release this as like a DM's Guild thing. I do not know if that exists yet. I didn't go searching. I
When was this
probably
made?
should have, but I didn't.
This was made back in 2022.
Oh man, so many of our oh! Awaz just shared the actual Spelljammer named Spelljammer. Oh shit. That's cool as hell.
Wait, what happened?
Awaz, put that in tabletop schmabletop. That's so cool.
I feel left out.
What? That is so cool. I'm gonna put it in tabletop schmabletop too. Bloop. That's like the Spelljammer. For those of you who are like, what's tabletop schmabletop? You can come right into our Discord and talk D&D whenever you want. Or card or board games just in general. You can also put exclamation point Discord in the chat at any point and hop
looks
in.
like something that would fight Aquaman.
It really does. Like, this looks like something that Black Manta would use.
Literally, I thought that was his whip.
That took me a second to process. Apparently, there's another version that has like a castle on its outside. That's so cool. So, it's one of those situations where like something was so cool it became its own genre. Hell yeah! I need to switch the music up as we start this. Let's get space piratey, y'all. Oh, it's big, big? That makes me feel like it's big, big. Instead of just like a boat. A boat.
Well, it seems like the Spelljammer that's on the art on the second page seems to have an entire palace on top of it.
Oh, it's Sky Sovereign. Someone also complained. They were like, if you do want to release this so that people will pay you and what have you, you can't use MTG art. And I was like, I hope that they don't try, but I feel like based on that response, that probably happens a lot.
Oh my god, this book is extensive.
Yes, this has a lot of stuff in it. I will say beforehand, we'll get down later on to like bonuses that certain classes get when they're like part of the Spelljammer crew. Warlocks and wizards are left out of getting special things because they're the ones whose minds are controlling the ship. And someone was like, well,
And
what if I want to...
also feel realistically, if you have a warlock, a wizard, or a sorcerer on your ship, they are extra artillery.
Yeah. We had this long conversation during my session on Saturday about how when you have these people who have like you can cast fireball and other things like that. Like there are like whole factions in the Forgotten Realms that they're not necessarily pirates, but they are pirates basically. They're cultists. They don't use cannons on their ships. They just have a bunch of dudes who use Eldritch Blast, and they have a bunch of invocations so they can shoot like miles away. And like, hey, if that's what works for y'all, that's what works for y'all.
Yeah, this is about right.
So, for Spelljammer Ship Combat version 1.0, this isn't necessarily... You could run combat this way without actually having your characters on a board. One of the people in the Reddit post was like, oh, are you basing it on this? And they named a way to split the battlefield into engagement ranges from a different TTRPG. The way that they talked about it was like, oh, everybody knows how this works. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that way more people play D&D than Lancer. And I have nothing against Lancer. I'm just saying I While I'm sure there's a Venn diagram in there somewhere, I just think the amount of people who play D&D is just so much larger than those that play Lancer. Lancer is a mech combat TTRPG, which at some point we will probably play because I do have copies of Lancer, and everybody loves a giant robot.
Who doesn't?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I've got so many TTRPG systems over here, and only like 2 of them I vaguely understand more than the rest.
I feel you. I feel you on that so hard.
I honestly need to get you into World of Darkness just to see what you would do with it versus Shin's insanity.
Ooh. Ooh.
So honestly, I just want to see what your brain would come up with.
Okay, Awaz, you've just opened my eyes to something. I assumed Robotech was like more war game than TTRPG, but I'm
Robotech based on the TTRPG?
maybe
The
now
other
I'm
way
just
around?
like, huh. I'll be looking into that later. Or will I have to look up Macross? um, in any case, ship combat begins when one or more ships in wild space become aware of one another. So, okay, there's the astral sea and there's also wild space, but basically all you need to think about is if you're in between planets or planes and there's nothing there but like a floating asteroid or something, is relatively all the same. Let's be honest. It is basically all the same. You don't necessarily die because you would think that there would also be no like air and what have you, but so there's a little bit of difference, but it's just you're in between realms. Think of it that way.
Correct.
Oh, taxes, awful, gross. But there are 3 different engagement distances. I don't think. Oh, he did add them. Okay, in the Reddit post, people were like, I think you need to tell us how far away people are. You just told us that there's close, long, and extreme. And he was like, okay, hold on, I'll fix that. He did. Okay, so the normal range of most shipboard weapons, such as ballistae and mangonels, falls within close range, so about 200 feet. Long range lies within these weapons' long range, and then at extreme range, neither ship can effectively hit the other with its shipboard weapons. So, like at extreme, when you can see each other, like on the horizon, and you're just like, but nothing actually reaches, you just want to give them a show of strength. That's what extreme is for.
Yeah, that's dick measuring.
Yeah. You're like, do you see my explosion?
You know what that just kind of reminds me of? I used to play like a war game with
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars ships,
Oh.
X-wing, and they
Mm-hmm.
had the 3 different ranges. And basically, if you were at range 3, you had more defense. If you're at range 1, you get more attack. Sounds like that. Although this is probably more akin to Armada than anything.
Oh, I could see
But I
that.
digress.
Once we get you in a game, Awaz, yes. Yes. I don't know why I was typing that. Obviously, you can hear me.
Awaz wants to be in the call.
I know. You roll initiative, but you use the side initiative variant that's in the DMG. I don't think I've ever used that. Unless it's the one side thing. Hold on, let's figure it out. We're going to use 5e tools because we're bad people.
Well, is this based off of 5e or 5.5e?
It's too old to be 5.5e.
Thank God.
It's true. Oh, annoying. Books. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, should I have done? Let me just look up initiative. Yeah. Oh, I don't want the new one. Ew, gross. Gross! I have the book. I just don't want to use it. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not going to find it. Whatever. You roll initiative. I do. I'm just terrified of what you'll send the more sheltered DMs in this call.
You have to understand, I've already been sent quite a few things by ABOS. You don't scare me.
But yeah, you have your initiative. The combatant with the next highest initiative goes next. So like your regular one. However, the weird thing is, you're actually going in the span of. It's not like your ship's initiative versus the other ship's initiative. You're rolling per player. So it's like whatever role you have. So this example over here is like ship A's captain goes, then ship B's gunner. Then the Spelljammer goes, which is not the ship in this case, it's the character in the role of Spelljammer. Then like your bosun, and then you have one round of combat ends. An initiative passes from ship A to ship B, and then they do all their stuff. But your ship encounter ends when the hull of one ship is reduced to 0 HP. When one ship flees from the other at extreme range. So maybe you see each other and one of them is just like, nah, I'm out. Or maybe you are engaged in combat and then, oh, it's time to go. If you can make it to extreme range away from that other ship, you can flee. Or your one ship is boarded by the other, and then it just becomes a regular combat encounter. I just feel like that's a lot.
I mean, I get it, but reading that diagram, because you basically have initiative going from ship A to ship B, 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 so everyone gets a turn. It's crazy.
That seems like a lot. And then all the ship B dudes
I
do
almost
the
thought
thing.
what it meant by the flow of combat is the captain attacks the gunner or shit like that.
Yeah. It is.
That's what it sounded like, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. One of the comments was something like, I have you playtested this? Because I feel like players are going to get confused. And Codex Fantasia has playtested it. Other people were like, yeah, we've tried it. But I just feel like it's a new kind of way to run combat. Like when you start playing D&D or really any TTRPG, when like it takes a while to get used to initiative as it is. I think this is one of those things that looks super complicated, but if you do it 2 or 3 times, it'll be like second nature to you. It's just not.
But and also depending on like the system itself versus your your party, you may run initiative differently.
True. Like for my game specifically, because my players are who they are, if any enemy has a different stat or ability or armor, I have to list them separately on initiative or my players will freak the fuck out. And that makes my initiative tracker have like 300 entries every time. And it makes combat such a slog. And Grimjack, like 3 sessions ago, was like, man, kudos to you for running combat the way that like you're supposed to. And I was like, you think this is how it's supposed to be run?
Nah, bro, that sounds bloated.
You think we run initiative rules as written?
But like, think of it this way. In terms of like something like this that sounds so just like you ever play Guns of Icarus?
I wanted to. I never got a chance to.
That is the game. That is a game based on this book. It's just Spelljammer Steampunk Edition. Game is hella fun. Don't know if the servers are still up, but you should play it.
Yes. Okay. You are correct. The phlogiston is supposed to be flammable, and you could just be like and just light space up. I don't think they have that in current 5e rules anymore, because I guess they want people to be able to fireball and all that jazz. But I mean, like, it wouldn't necessarily have even been fireball. Like, if you were using, because they're basically ships that fly, if you were using gunpowder weapons, there's still a chance you go.
Yeah.
Like, you're still causing a spark.
You're thinking too far into this.
Yeah. But Awaz is 100% correct. The phlogiston used to. It was extremely highly flammable.
It's starting to sound almost like
Smoke powder. Gotcha.
I'm gonna be referencing like World of Darkness a shitload because that's my favorite system at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mage the Ascension with Paradox. It's like, oh yeah, you could use magic right now, but don't do it.
Some of the weapons that we'll get into later on, like, don't explode. Like, mangonel is like the two balls that have a chain between them, so you can rip stuff down. I was like, that's interesting. Also, I just like the idea that, like, wild space, like, you could float forever in that kind of system. So, like, if you hit someone with a mangonel, if they weren't immediately obliterated and they got pushed off the ship, you're just pushing them out into the infinite void of space.
You realize any kinetic ammunition you dispatch is just going to keep flying through wild space forever until it hits something.
I know that they do say that, like, oh, ships and stuff have gravity and what have you, but, like, you're shooting it in space. It's going to keep going till something sucks it up.
Or it just comes down to, like, some low technology planet and just annihilates some, like, farmer in his field.
I'm sorry. The gods are descending upon us. It's just utter annihilation. They didn't like us. The harvest will not be good
I really
this year.
want to do that if I ever run something in... Actually, well, I am running a Star Wars game for my party, and I'm going to have it if they fire anything kinetic off, it's just going to keep going. If they miss horribly, I'm just going to go, yeah, it travels for an unknown amount of years and just nails a farmer in his field. Just because I think it would be funny. Because I'm a horrible human being.
I guess I never... Does a proton torpedo have like a... It has a... like a propulsion system.
Theoretically, it'll run out of energy eventually and just probably be inert till it slams into something or just explodes. If I remember how proton torpedoes work. I have the book right next to me. I'm just lazy.
I feel you. Like, I could have gotten up and gotten the Dungeon Master's Guide, and I was just like, I'm not doing that.
I have it right next to me as well. My feet are getting massaged right now, so I'm in, like, heaven.
I feel you. I wouldn't want to get up either. Again,
also,
Awaz has the correct point.
Awaz is correct, but also, I just want you to be aware, Okami, we cannot allow Awaz anywhere near the World of Darkness. Just not happening.
There's a lot of monsters in there that Awaz is going to do things to end with.
Exactly why Awaz not allowed.
Fair. I see where you're going with that. But also, like, Awaz, your point, like, you don't like it, you don't use it. It's your table. It's fantastic. Oh, of all the creatures, that was not the one I thought you would pick. Interesting. Interesting. But, Speedy, would you like to tell us about the first crew role? The captain. Actually, well, you could take captain and gunner. Like, I was about to say, why don't you take captain? And I was like, no, there's no way I'm not going to give you gunner.
I was actually going to retort by saying I will do gunner and spelljammer. That's probably my shtick
Fair,
at the moment.
fair.
But since you are the captain of this stream, go ahead, take the wheel.
I will take captain then. The captain. So there are 5 roles in total because it's assumed that your party is going to be the ones controlling this spelljammer. Codex Fantasia was like, we're assuming you have like the default number of party members. And someone wrote on the Reddit post, what if I have more people? Can I have like 3 gunners and a bunch of quartermasters or more than one spelljammer or something like that? And Codex Fantasia was like, I mean, you can, but you, depending on like what bonuses you're getting, you're going to have like an unfair advantage compared to other people. And I feel like that's kind of, sort of, a little bit of an oversight. Like, what if your ship is big enough to have a city on it? Like, clearly you're going to have more than one of these things.
Well, technically, they kind of... I think they account for that for the captain, at least. Depending on how long your ship is.
Fair. So your captain steers and maneuvers the ship through wild space, bringing the crew into range to unload their weapons while evading return fire. During the captain's turn, they make tactical decisions on what distance to engage the enemy ship at, and when to move the vessel for best effect. Captains make special skill checks called pilot checks. A character is proficient in this skill if they have proficiency with land or water vehicles, and the main ability for this skill is Dex. Interesting. The captain's ability to maneuver a ship is also affected by the size of the vessel. For every 30 feet of the longest side of the ship, rounded down, the captain takes a -1 penalty to their pilot checks for the ship. Example.
I can see dexterity. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
Because you're making quick decisions to move the ship, not using your brute strength for the wheel.
Fair. Ooh, you can have a scout ship. That's cool. I want to send in the little like ice box with wings. That's my scout. Callan is the captain of ship A, a hammerhead ship. Callan is proficient in land vehicles and has a dexterity of 18 and a proficiency bonus of +3, so her pilot skill bonus is +7 in total. Ooh, DM Lacara is going to come! However, the hammerhead ship is 250 feet long on its longest side, which applies a -8 penalty to pilot checks made with it. Taking both modifiers into account, Callan makes pilot checks with the hammerhead ship with a -1 penalty. So pretty much right off the bat, depending on how big your ship is, you might be starting at minuses and not pluses.
Is an 18 a +4 proficiency, or +4 modifier, or +5?
+4, because 20 would be 5.
Why does that sound wrong to me? I could be wrong.
All right, it's even numbers.
You know what?
Yes, agreed.
Math is not mathing.
Because you're not like steering the ship with your hands. You're supposed to. I think that the spelljammer and the captain are different in this.
Yeah, one is the driver, one is the power source.
Yeah. So the 3 basic actions that a captain can take are as follows: advance, flee. As an action, you attempt to move 1 range category towards or away from an enemy ship. You make an opposed pilot check, that's dexterity, against that ship's captain. If you succeed, you move 1 range category towards or away that ship. Otherwise, you maintain the current distance between your ships. Oh, so you're not like moving within them. You're going like, oh, I want to be close now. I want to be far. I want to be mid-range. You don't have to like maneuver within that area, which is good. That would just be bloated if you could be like, I want to move 50 feet away. Like, whatever, you're still in range, dude. Ram! As an action, you attempt to crash your ship into an enemy ship in close range. Make an opposed pilot check against the ship's captain. The ramming ship's captain can use strength or dexterity for this check, but the defending ship's captain must use dexterity. If you succeed, you crash your ship into the enemy ship. For every 30 feet of the longest side of your ship rounded down, you deal 2d10 bludgeoning damage to both ships. Otherwise, you miss, overextending your ship and granting advantage to attacks against it until the start of your next turn. If your ship has ramming weapons mounted to it, add their damage to the bludgeoning damage dealt to the enemy ship. I'm happy that I don't like all this math. That's too much math for me. But I'm happy that they're saying if you smash your ship into another ship, your ship will also take damage.
The question, though, in my eyes, is, say, as I'm reading it, I'm just making sure I'm understanding properly.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like you do the 2d10 for every 30 feet? You roll that number once and you do it to both ships, or it's like you roll how much you hit this ship harder, then your ship takes it, you know?
Yes. I would hope that if your ship is way bigger or way more heavily armored, obviously you should be taking less. But I think the way that this is written specifically says you both take the same amount of damage, which probably is not true in most cases. Unless you're like both TIE fighters that have no shields because they're not supposed to come back. And especially if you have specific stuff bolted onto your ship for ramming people, I would think you would deal more damage than you would take.
Makes sense. But also, you never know.
It's true. Your third action is Hold Steady. As an action, you keep your ship's path as steady as possible. Until the start of your next turn, attack rolls made with your ship's weapons have advantage, but attack rolls against your ship also have advantage. Oh, I thought it was just going to be like the rogue steady aim, but it's more like reckless attack. Captains may be able to use special piloting maneuvers. So later on, we're going to get into bonuses that you playing a certain class will give you in each of the sets of ships. But at the beginning of each ship combat engagement, the captain gains a pool of superiority dice, d6s, equal to twice the proficiency bonus, which are used to perform these piloting maneuvers. Where a maneuver refers to a ship's AC or attacks made against a ship, this refers to the ACs of the hull, weapons, and crewmates of that ship. Oh, I saw someone in the Reddit post being like, you get superiority dice just for being a captain? Like, you don't have to be a fighter or anything? I guess that's why.
Interesting.
That's your... I guess they just want you to have, like, a pool of things to do.
They want you to be cool.
Yeah. They want you to have some bonus. I agree, Dawaz. Like, if you have a ramming prow, like, you should be just... Like, I was going to say sawing, but probably not. You're on a ship. You just want to cut through them. Some attacks cause a ship to become grappled. Oh no, Grimjack just got horny and he doesn't know why. The captain of the grappled ship must make a pilot check using strength or dexterity against the escape DC of the grapple. Now, do you feel at home, Speedy?
Slightly, as you and Shin say, I'm the resident gunner of the group.
I'd say so.
The gunner directs crewmates to load, aim, and fire the shipboard weapons. The gunner must have enough active crewmates to operate each weapon that they tend to fire during their turn, referred to as the gunnery crew. So the gunner's just a captain for the gunners?
Seems like it.
For each shipboard weapon, oh my god, this seems like it's going to be so convoluted.
Oh my god.
Imagine if you're like a fleet battle, the DM must hate himself.
You need a different DM for every combat.
Honestly, you might need a DM for every ship. For each shipboard weapon, the gunner makes the following decisions. Whether to assign crewmates to operate the weapon, if there are not enough active crewmates to operate all available weapons. What ammunition to load the weapon with, and which targets on the enemy vessel to aim the weapon at, all weapons or crew. Okay. These decisions do not all have to be made at the same time. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
The gunner can load, aim, and fire one weapon and gauge the outcome before making further decisions. Each shipboard weapon can only be fired once at most during the gunner's turn, and any crewmates that have already used their action to assist in loading, aiming, or firing a weapon cannot take further actions. Any attack and damage rolls made with shipboard weapons are rolled by the gunner. When making an attack roll with shipboard weapons, the gunner adds the weapon's fixed attack bonus and one ability bonus of their choice to the d20 roll. Okay. Gunners may use any ability for the attack roll as long as they can provide a reasonable explanation for how that ability helps them hit with the weapon. Yes, I want to add my charisma bonus because I thrust it as it goes off, adding for comedic effect.
I was going to be like, I use my wisdom because I know the other people need to get hurt.
As an example, Simon, a barbarian with a strength score of 20, is the gunner for Ship A. He makes an attack on Ship B using one of Ship A's mangonels. He chooses to apply his strength bonus to the attack roll using his strength and weight to hold the weapon steady and control its recoil. He rolls a d20 for the attack roll, adding +5 for the mangonel's fixed attack bonus and +5 for his strength bonus. Okay, so essentially it's just if you want to use your highest stat, you have to word how you're doing it.
Which, listen, if your DM is a nice person, they're gonna let you do this all the time.
What if they're not?
If they're not, they're gonna be like, nah, rules as written says no.
Rules as written says you can. I'm reading it. To make an attack against a ship's hull or its shipboard weapons, the gunner makes an attack roll against the AC of the hull or weapon. To make an attack against crewmates or an enemy vessel, the gunner makes an attack roll against the AC of the hull on hit. The gunner rolls damage for that weapon, but instead of damaging the hull for every 5 damage, rounded down, that many crew members on the enemy ship are wounded. Crewmates in the gunnery crew are wounded first, as they are closer to the line of fire. Wounded crewmates are alive, but are alive but unable to contribute to the operation of the ship until they recover.
Oh no.
Simon, the gunner of Ship A, aims and fires a mangonel at the crewmates on Ship B. The attack hits, and Simon rolls a 27 for damage. This wounds 5 crewmates.
Okay, so specifically about this idea, we had this this was a side conversation based on the fact that there are warlocks who just Eldritch Blast off boats. And the first question was, wait, you know those things that they have like in the ship so that you can stick the cannon out the side? And we were like, yes.
Portholes, yeah.
And someone goes, well, would they make those for... And I was like, I'm pretty sure you can use the same ones. It's still like a hole in the side of the ship, man. And then Jinakechi goes, oh, like you'd make them below the waterline. And we all turn to look at him. And we go, we know what you mean.
Waterline.
But no. Then the ship would sink.
What fucking waterline? You're in space.
In this case, yes. But we were talking about just like terrestrial, well, I guess seaborne ships. And he was like, yeah, I guess you'd make, because I said you'd have to probably change the height of them because it would be uncomfortable for a person to be crouched down to shooting Eldritch Blasts out. You'd probably raise them. And he was like, no, wouldn't they just be below the waterline? And we were like, then the ship would sink because it would just be holy.
Yeah.
But out in space? Hell yeah!
That is the man who had a +4 crossbow.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's so excited to finish that campaign. We're gonna... I think DM Roundtable is gonna make clubs... we're gonna make him get that group back together so they can finish their campaign because oh sorry, no, that is the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords for them. Yeah. They're like 99.9% done with the campaign. Literally, they got to the boss
on
fight.
The final fight.
Yeah, they got to the final boss, and then they stopped playing, and everybody's mad about it. I'm like, you guys could fix that. Y'all like each other. Finish that. Okay.
Shall I move on to the Spelljammer?
Yes, take the Spelljammer.
The Spelljammer powers the helm with their magical abilities, propelling the ship through wild space. Moving the ship is a passive process with no action required on the Spelljammer's part. Steering and fine control are handled by the captain. While attuned to the ship's helm, the Spelljammer can cast helm spells through it.
Oh, yeah.
These are spells that have the helm component in their description denoted by an H. Helm spells are based on the existing spells that are amplified and modified by the helm's magic, making them more useful or potent in wild space. Each helm spell has a base spell listed in its description, but certain helm spells can only be cast with spell slots of a higher level than the base spell. A Spelljammer does not need to specifically learn or prepare helm spells as long as the Spelljammer has the base spell learned and prepared and has a spell slot of the appropriate level available. They can cast the helm spell. So, space magic boats.
Mm-mm. And when we say the helm here, in some cases, it's legit like a throne that you sit on, basically. Awas shared a picture of the helm mini, one of them. I'm gonna post that in Tabletop Schmabletop. Wait, here we go.
Amazing.
I'm silly. You know what I could have done this whole time? Instead of being a jerk, I could have just brought it up on stream. My bad.
You could have. I don't know why you didn't.
My bad.
You're a fool.
I'm so sorry. But yes, we're back now. Thank you, Awaz. Sorry, I'm dumb. I was like, how are they going to see these? And then I was like, oh, wait, they can. So the Manta ship that we were talking about before, this is the... Nope, it opened in the wrong window. Where are you going, dude? Come back here. What is happening? Oh, I see what happened. I gotcha. This is why we were like, yo, is that not Black Mantas? Like, he would 100% ride in one of these. But also, like, this aesthetic, this is like the good D&D comics aesthetic. Love it.
You know what I just realized might fix that bloated, like initiative list?
Mm-hmm.
Almost how, I don't know how the others do it, but how X-Wing does combat and movement.
Tell me more.
The way I would simplify it is it's still kind of like ship A versus ship B versus ship C or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you would assign a value of like your proficiency. Because like X-Wing has a thing called pilot skill.
Okay.
And essentially like really good pilots have a high number, while like rookies have lower numbers. Right?
Okay.
The way movement and combat worked, if I'm remembering correctly, because it's one way or the other, I'm correct. Lower pilot skill moves first. Higher pilot skill shoots first.
Oh.
Oh, that is the Star Wars that I have. That my group is actually running right now.
Isn't that the older one than like what people play now?
Correct. It's the old D6 version, and my players literally yesterday had a session where they did a bank heist or a casino heist, and the way I ran it is one player was actually in like a sabacc tournament, like a poker tournament,
Ooh.
and the other two were like scoping out the vault while he was distracting everybody by playing the actual tournament. And I had him legitimately with me and the other players as like the NPCs playing an actual game of poker, like Star Wars edition, while I role played them going through the ship, doing other things.
That's sick. Dex was like, "Hey, can my character learn to throw playing cards?" And I was like, I mean, probably, but considering he's like 7 days old, he's probably never seen playing cards, so someone would have to play them." And he was like, "Do they exist in D&D?" And I was like, "Oh, they for sure do. There's even like official rules for how to play. What is it, Three Dragon Ante, and other games." And I was like, we need an excuse for someone to use playing cards for you to see them, but
Yeah,
sure."
just like
And he was like,
get
"So can we
someone to.
learn to play like Three Dragon?" I was like, listen. Now that you've been at the table for like 10 sessions, do you think the rest of the table is capable of learning another game?
If you hesitate, the answer is no.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling it like it is.
You're not being mean, you're being realistic.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You can break the hearts of your players if it means well.
You can? Damn girl.
I do
You
it all
are
the time.
talented.
My player who wants to play a classic. Listen, it hurt me a little bit to do this to him, but I have a player who wanted to do a literal classic cowboy.
Ooh.
I'm talking he legitimately wanted, duster, cowboy hat, and actual like physical revolvers. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
it pains me, but no, you will have a blaster and you will like it.
Oh.
It hurt me inside.
I,
But he was so proud. He actually won the card tournament. But then
hell
as we were
yeah.
coming up, and he got sad that I gypped them out of a shitload of money. I'm like, yeah, well, you were working for a crime syndicate. They stole all your money. Sucks to suck.
What? Metal? Oh. Actually, the Beetle and Grimm's Magic the Gathering tokens, which are metal, would probably be very deadly in like a cardistry. I don't know what you call them. I know that it's called cardistry, like as a school question mark, but I don't know what you call someone who does cardistry.
It's a something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish the lightsaber I had was just real. I don't need playing cards if I have a laser sword.
Fair, fair. I didn't realize until just now that the Spelljammer section is just this.
Yeah, because that's covered later in the spells section.
Fair, fair, fair. So next up we have the bosun. I was waiting for right. Cardis doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
That was my exact thought. I don't know if that's what they're called. And I was like, can't be Carter. Carter sounds even dumber. Interesting. I was hoping that DM Lacara would show up for this part, but I'm going to take Bosun. Takes charge of all crewmates not involved in operating the shipboard weapons, referred to as the reserve crew. On the bosun's turn, they can issue any number of the following orders in any order. Each order takes a certain number of crewmates to carry out, and after a crewmate has been assigned to a certain task, they cannot later be assigned to a different one in the same round. One option is repair hull. Crewmates carry out repairs to the ship's hull. For every crewmate assigned to this task, restore 1d6 hit points to the ship's hull. Oh, okay. Repair weapons. If crewmates repair a disabled shipboard weapon, the number of crewmates required to repair a weapon equals twice the number of actions needed to load, aim, and fire that weapon. Hi, DM Lacara!
Hello.
Oh.
He literally just spoke about you, and then you appeared.
Yes!
I know. He is one of my warlocks.
Wait! Can we both... Can we give each other power? Because Speedy brought up a good point. Someone asked before, like, what would you be if you could have... If you could be in the D&D world. And I was like, well, I always say I want to be a rogue, but I feel like at this point I'd be a paladin. Speedy said, no, I think you're the warlock because you can't say no. I just give everyone else my power.
He can't listen. He can't say no, so he'd be giving out power left, right, and center. But also, he seems to attract gremlins
Mm-hmm.
to do his bidding, whether he likes it or not.
Sure.
I hate to tell you, you are the physical embodiment of a great old one.
I
Which one are you
love
talking?
this.
Which one are you talking to?
I'll let you decide.
Wait, actually, if one person is going to have this specific weird knowledge, DM Lacara, do you know what you call someone that does cardistry?
That does cardistry. What is cardistry?
It's like when
It's where
you
throw
can do
playing
card
cards to kill
tricks.
somebody.
Oh.
Like nothing we can
No.
think of sounds good. Like cardist.
You call
just...
them Gambit and you go about your day.
Yeah, basically. None of us can think of like a Carter sounds stupid. Cardies also. Deckist. All of them sound bad.
May I suggest
about, like-
MasterCard?
Oh, are you just a magician?
Oh. I mean, I would come up with something like, oh, well, it already kind of sounds like a title. Ledger domain.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's just stealing shit.
Well, I mean, it literally means sleight of hand.
Mmm.
It is French. Légère de main is light of hand.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's just like what you're doing. It's not like a title. Ledger domainist.
What is your problem with that?
I
That's
don't
accurate.
know.
I believe they're actually called card sharps, aren't they?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's way better
there
than
is a
what we
name for
came
that.
up with.
Oh, now you're gonna make me like Google it. Also, yes, apologies for speaking French. I know what that does to you. I swear it'll never happen again. That's the
Tommy
extent
hates
of my
French
French.
people.
It is not.
Nope.
If you eat baguettes and wear bonnets or beanies, you're done in Okami's eyes.
I'm Googling it.
Oh.
Everything.
Specific.
This is-
Interesting. Okay, I
Well,
feel
in
like
theory,
this is the.
was card sharks would work because if you're throwing deadly playing cards, you are literally a card shark and you're playing the dead man's hand.
I see what you did there. Okay, I feel like this is the only time I'm gonna have a chance to ever bring this up. But down the street from my brother-in-law's mom, there is a like psychic tarot shop, and she advertises that she does palmistry. However, the sign is spelled wrong, so she advertises that she does palmistry. And every time I drive by, I laugh. I'm like, why? I understand signs may be expensive, but I cannot not make fun of that every time. Please buy a new sign. Please.
Okay, I have Googled. I was incorrect. A card sharp is the same thing as a card shark.
Oh.
So, and those do not have to do with card tricks.
Damn
So,
it.
apologies.
That's all good.
So
You guys need
come
to
in-
fact check me. I just say things confidently. It does not mean.
you come in here late, you boast false bravado and spread misinformation.
Yep, my
Shit.
work here is done.
I'm
You know
Bye,
out.
guys.
Valid.
I've missed you too, Speedy.
You know, I have missed you. You did miss me earlier saying that AWAS is banned from any World of Darkness table that I play or run.
Why can you just not take like the level of filth that she brings to everything?
I don't think the World of Darkness can handle it.
Also
How-
fair.
However, of all the things that are in Worlds of Darkness, Awa said she wants to be a mummy, and I was like, I wouldn't have guessed that out of all the things.
I figured AWAS would be a Sabitsi vampire.
Ooh. Wait, which clan is that?
You know
The
nothing about any
Flesh
of this.
Shapers.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Agreed. Yes. Yes.
That's 2 words that should never be in proximity.
Oh no, in the world of darkness, that's 1 word.
I know. I was gonna say what it is, but sorry, that's more French. Never mind.
To give an example of what the Sabitsi can do on the shits and giggles of a whim, basically, in a campaign I was running with my current group of players, they went into an ancient Romanian castle that had a vampire countess in there, and she abducted Chapel Roan of all people, and turned her into a pink pony,
Oh.
and forced her to sing Pink Pony Club, whilst turned into a pink pony as a mini boss.
Oh. I could see you being a Bruja.
You just want to punch shit and be angry, don't you?
I could see that.
Oh, is that an option?
That
really
should
is-
have played.
that is
a
their whole
barbarian.
thing. If you want to be a barbarian, you play a Bruja because they are just angry and they punch shit really hard.
With as much contained rage as I have, I'm kind of surprised I've never played a barbarian.
Oh, really? That is actually quite surprising.
I literally only play, like, I mean, playing the
Ow.
fighter a couple weeks ago with you guys was the first time I've played a fighter.
What if I told you, Lacara, if you played a Garou in the World of Darkness, you're a druid paladin?
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Do you know what a Garou is?
Nope.
Werewolves!
Yeah, I'm already hairy enough. That's fine.
You have 4 different wild shapes. You're literally created by the goddess of the earth, Gaia, and you fucking eat people.
Yeah. Cool. Sign me up.
Just listen, humanity got a little uppity, and you have to maintain the natural balance.
Yes, the Slab King. I need to find this quote of the campaign specifically because you said, hold on. This is something that was said, to, our barbarian is actually not dumb. He's like the second smartest in our party. He was threatening
You're the
someone.
Strongest rogue I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was threatening someone at our game on Saturday, and he was like, "Where do you come from?" And they were like, "Mother Earth," and he goes, "So Mother Earth is your mother? Let's return you to her." And he like reached out for a shovel.
That's such a good line.
Wait, hold on. Let him cook.
And earlier in the day, we have Dex is now playing a Frost Archon Rhyme Hammer, and he was made like 7 days ago. He understands nothing, and the Laundry King was getting so pissed that he was playing his baby character because he's dumb. He's brand new to the world. He knows nothing, and he goes, "I'm gonna waterboard him gently."
Fun.
I'm gonna waterboard him gently.
And
That's not
Dex
bad.
went to say, "I'm gonna," while you, and the Laundry King cuts him off and goes, "No, you're gargling!" And pantomimes like slamming his head into the bathtub.
Oh my god. You have a very twisted group.
What?
It actually worries me when they stop being so stupid and start doing things is worse.
When they actually use their brains.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Curiosity.
Mhm.
Lacara.
Hmm?
And or Okami. And
Mhm.
or what's the to your face that my brain is near? Have you ever played a good old-fashioned Baldur's Gate 3?
Nope.
No, but I finally own it.
So basically, to tack on to the funness, the Sabitsi have a thing called the war form or the Zulu. Basically, you become a big fucked up demon dragon.
That sounds sick.
For
Yeah,
shits
that
and
does.
giggles. Because you can.
For when your rage isn't ragey enough.
No, literally. No, that's not even them being angry. That's just them. This is a Zulu.
Let's see. Oh.
Hmm.
Yo, why does he
Yeah.
look like Virgil?
What?
He looks
Don't
like
like the
Devil
face.
Trigger Virgil.
Okay, now I understand. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
What? I love this. This is
I
good
mean,
to
there's
know.
there's also another clan that has access to the literal realm of shadow that only mages have access to, and that's basically like one of the deepest levels of the underworld. That if it notices your presence, it will swallow your soul into eternity. And one of the ancient vampires just lives there. And the ancient vampires are essentially just what's it called? They're basically like nigh omnipotent gods at that point, and he's literally the smallest fish in that pond.
Oh.
Yeah. Hence why some of you, I love you, you're not allowed in my World of Darkness tables. I let Shin in there, and he made a blood artist.
Oh. That's where that's from. That makes more sense. I don't know why. In my
I
head,
also
for some
let
reason, I
our
thought that was a
friend-
D&D
I let our
character.
friend Jordan in there, and he made the literal Rat King. He was just a hobo who liked rats.
Okay, so there is a card in the Turtles set for there's a character in the Turtles universe called the Rat King, and depending on like what iteration of the show is or series, what universe you're in, sometimes he's just a guy that really likes rats, but other times he's like the embodiment of plague. Like he just spawned into existence and is plague. But there's a card in the MTG Turtles set called Rat King, the Verminister. And I think it's the greatest thing of all time.
Solid
It's
punish
so
stream.
good. But, DM Lacara, would you like to take the rest of Bosun? I only got up to repair weapons. I wanted you to take this because I figured this would be your shtick.
Yes. I
I'll
will
stop
do
dying.
the thing. I have to. I clicked on the thing and it was only the first page.
So, you can
Trying
go from
to.
there to the Imager or the Google Drive version.
Correct. I've been forwarded a message by AWAS.
Was that the
Ooh.
choking sound?
No.
That was me standing up, and I don't understand what I'm looking at, but cool.
What's the word? Is it
Bosun.
Cenobite?
I don't know. It has a belly button ring, and it's in latex. It has deer.
That's
horns, I think.
definitely her
God.
Kieran, but I think it's a Cenobite because it has the Pinhead. I think Pinhead is a Cenobite. He's got the.
You are correct. Yes.
Okay, good. But
Okay.
yes, continue.
Bosun?
Yeah.
Listen.
The bosun takes charge of all crewmates not involved in operating the shipboard weapons, referred to as the reserve crew. On the bosun's turn, they can issue any number of the following orders in any number. Each order takes a certain number of crewmates to carry out, and after a crewmate has been assigned to a certain task, they cannot later be assigned to a different one in the same round. So you've got repair hull. The crewmates carry out repairs to the ship's hull. For every crewmate assigned to this task, restore 1d6 hit points to the ship's hull.
Sorry to cut you off there, but I don't like how they said that a crewmate cannot be assigned to a certain task 3 rolls in, 4 rolls in.
No, it says that they can't be assigned to a different one in the same round.
Yeah. You
No,
can't
I
have
know,
them start
but
and then
they
leave.
said that sentence after we've already read 3 other rolls.
Oh,
that you
true,
can assign
true.
Crew members to. That's what I'm getting at.
But I think these
okay.
are only reserve crew that the bosun can tell what to do. I think.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like, oh, well, if you have crewmates, like, can the gunner yell at these guys?
Oh, I see. Because yeah, you have minions too. So the bosun can take your minions away.
That's bullshit.
I worked hard on these. I worked hard on these minions.
I paid them all 1 copper each. When in doubt, peasant
Okay.
railgun.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
Repair weapons. The crewmates repair a disabled shipboard weapon. The number of crewmates required to repair a weapon equals twice the number of actions needed to load, aim, and fire that. There seems like a lot of math here.
There's so much
A
math.
weapon.
You didn't even get to see the initiative order for 2 ships, and Okami and I were like, oh god, no.
It looks worse
How?
than my game's initiative order.
It's 2 ships. How can you have that much initiative? One
To
goes
give you an
first or the other one
example,
does.
if ship A goes first, it goes the captain, then the other ship's gunner, your spelljammer, their quartermaster, your quartermaster, their bosun, your gunner, their captain, your bosun,
Oh, no,
their
no.
other gunner. That's round 1. Now it goes to the other people. Of their spelljammer, your captain, their quartermaster, their captain, your bosun, your gunner, their spelljammer, their bosun, your gunner. Wash, rinse, repeat.
That is no longer D&D. That is somebody cramming Twilight Imperium into into D&D. That no,
Yeah,
stop
that
it.
sounds about right. Do they get the round table spray bottle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm spawning in a spray bottle that we use to tell DMs bad.
Where's Racky? We need Racky for this.
Hey. Oh my god, he hasn't been on the stream in so long. Come on back,
I
bud.
know. He's perfect for this.
There's so much math.
Lacara says no. Oh, okay. Treat wounded. The crewmates treat the wounded, getting them back in action. For every 2 crewmates assigned to this task, recover 1 wounded crewmate.
Oh yeah, so essentially, if the gunner deals like a shitload of damage, for every 5 damage, 1 crew member is laid out. So if you do like 20 something damage, you just lay out 5 crew members.
Wow. How big crews are these ships supposed to have?
So I mean, what would you say? The ships go to like 250 feet, so they're pretty fucking big sometimes.
Yeah, pretty big. Awaz was talking about like older spelljammers, or sometimes like have cities on them. So that's a lot of dudes. I'm not running that. I'm not.
Yeah, fuck that guy's pilot skill, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not running. Oh, he'll have like a negative million.
Roll a positive number, you succeed.
Yeah. You get a -1 to your piloting skills for every, what is it, 30 feet long your ship is?
Yeah, you get a -1 for every 30 feet of your ship on the longest side.
What if you're trained on big ships?
If you're trained on big ships, fuck you.
Like that's a thing. There are people who can drive 18-wheelers. Like they don't get worse at driving because it's bigger.
It's not that you get worse, it's they get more unwieldy.
Right. No, I yes, but I think it's a stupid mechanic.
Welcome
What if
to
you
D&D.
give that guy? What if you give your captain fly and they just whee back and forth?
Then your
What, like the
navigator
fucking
gets
arc
negative
wings
points.
in Warframe?
Sorry, what was that, Speedy?
I said, what is it, like the fucking arc wings in Warframe? Where you just like grab fucking space wings and just... Oh my god. You know what? This makes me want to play the fucking Railjack mode now. Fuck you.
It really does. Railjack is great.
No one is really piloting unless it's the DM story plot shenanigans. You know what, Awaz? I fucking agree.
Agreed.
Spelljammer is like a location. Why isn't Awaz here to tell this story?
Because I'm scared she's going to scare clubs.
I don't think much can scare him.
He's the only
Unsettled,
one I'm worried
maybe is
about.
a better word.
That is something
Okay,
that they
last one
mentioned at the
is-
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, last one is reassign. Crewmates move from the bosun's command to the gunner's command.
Oh.
Any number of crewmates can be reassigned up to the maximum number of unmanned positions on shipboard weapons.
Okay, so it's literally just the bosun and the gunner who are going to be pissing around the people.
Also, it bugs me
Crewmates.
when people spell bosun like that.
Well,
I was gonna say, this isn't the normal way to spell it. It's the easy way.
I know. Cool. Note that
obligatory
most...
bosun D's nuts.
Yeah. Oh, also, if anybody is playing the bingo, I think
That's
that
true.
counts as me nitpicking someone's spelling or grammar.
It's alright. Listen, I was already speaking about vampires for like 10 minutes. You're good.
Beautiful. And I was late. So
Yeah.
we're well on our way.
We said it was late already too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We did. Hold on. Wait. Link me the sheet. I want to play.
Note that most existing descriptions of Spelljammer ships only list enough crew to operate the shipboard weapons +2. To allow for a reserve crew, the ship combat system adds the number of crew listed in a ship's summary to the crew required to operate the shipboard weapons. Cool.
Okay, first off, I think the Speedy mentioned some sort of weaponry is kind of bullshit considering you made me read the gunner roll.
That's true. I knew you were gonna need it, so.
And I mean, we've been talking with Awaz this whole time, so everyone waits for Awaz's reaction. You lore dumped about your Frostman. You literally in the same breath told an awful tale from your table in the literal same breath. And did you trigger your noise gate yet?
No, I don't think so yet.
Not yet. So you almost.
Oh man, I only have Murmur making an appearance. I don't have Racky.
Yeah, we'll. I think we should change that to Racky or Murmur.
Well, some of them can have Racky, some of them can have Murmur.
True.
So basically, if we want, if we want to go in like I mentioned vampires and your grammar, someone has to make Okami cry. He has to trigger his noise gate. It has to come from beyond the. Okay, wait. I mentioned druids. Does that count?
You mentioning druids? No. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was hoping it would summon Shin, but.
I hope so too.
Yeah, somebody please subscribe so that we can get a cry.
No, that's when we get like a fucking subwave and he just literally starts sobbing uncontrollably. That or I make a really bad Fei joke and he never recovers.
Dude, Speedy, you have no idea how many times since then I have thought of that, just making my lunch during the day and just chuckle.
You know, Okami's brought it up multiple times. And even Shin, while we were playing other games, is like, is this about a Fei again? I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be funny.
I was quiet for a minute, when you said it, because I thought that it was some joke about a pop song or something. I did not get it. And then by the time I got it, all of you guys had finished dying, and I was like, I can't laugh now.
Fist loves the Fei, okay? It will never die. The Fei will never die.
Oh my god, that was
the unofficial name of the Unseelie Court for the rest of time.
That was my contribution to the streams, archives and Hall of Fame, when I was very tired, I think slightly intoxicated, and just out-edged by fairies.
You're mad at losing your top spot.
I wasn't even mad. I was just like, why is this so out there?
Yeah.
I live in the world of darkness, TTRPG, and even it doesn't get that. Well, I mean, it does, but it's not that bad.
I think it was just so unexpected.
Yeah.
It
was 100% true. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah. The Jamaican trial.
That's never gonna die.
I love it when people make up wild ass accents for different races in D&D. It always catches me off guard, and I cannot get enough of it.
I'm just gonna post that in tabletop stream top. I'm not gonna tag Grimjack. I'm just gonna write Jamaican Drow.
They'll know.
Need to put that into an art generator.
That
Just
would
tag
be
him in it.
cursed.
Ooh.
What?
Changeling's one of the Worlds of Darkness games. There's apparently 11 of them now?
No, so technically most of them are old editions and their lore's been rewritten a lot. So yeah.
Bam.
Right now, the only current ones that are focused and supported are Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, and Hunter the Reckoning. The rest still are mentioned, mainly through Hunter the Reckoning. But it's mostly those are the 3 playable races at the moment.
Interesting.
With Mage the Ascension being worked on.
I did hear that they have like their own version of what WotC calls Unearthed Arcana, and I saw like a bunch of posts like, oh, they're trying to bring Mage back. I was like, oh, okay. You do
Yeah,
you, boo-boo.
they are working on bringing Mage back or update it to 5th edition with the new lore and everything.
Ooh.
They're allowing lore in the new edition?
Well, yeah, so of course. Listen, don't get me started on the Week of Nightmares.
I'm coming to Crossroads because when the new Obojima material comes out, the Yatamon expansion, that's all for 2024 rules. And people are gonna expect it to be played with 2024 rules, and I'm like,
You can't make me. I'm God.
Listen, the only thing that I'm happy, like the not that I'm happy about it.
To make it for you, and I couldn't find it.
It was.
But the best thing
Love
about
you.
2024 rules, like the
Love
best thing
you.
about 2024 anything that they've released is if you get the new starter set, it has like a board game style character board where you can like put pegs in it for your spell slots and stuff. And I'm like, that's fantastic. Give me that.
Or you can support real artists.
I
and
love
go on
you.
Etsy.
The land drown.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. They decided officially they're calling it 5.5e now. And I was like, you can't make 3.5e happen again. You can't do it. I'm sorry, you can't.
Everyone hate that.
You can't make that happen. Just like they can't make.
Beloved.
Oh my God, what was it? Oh no, what did he say? Oh no, what did Barge say?
What?
I can't make something happen. It's not fetch. Was it vetch? It was vetch. I can't make vetch happen.
Oh, yes. I'm trying to make fetch happen. Vetch is a bad guy in my world. Our barbarian has the absolute best deadpan delivery. And he is just supposed to be like a big dumb fighter, and then he comes out with just like best one-liners.
Oh my God. Okami, do you want to handle the quartermaster?
Oh my God, sure. That's a lot of things.
It's a doozy.
Wow. Okay,
That's
since I think you missed the beginning, DM Lacara, then we're gonna get to class features next, but I'm just gonna say there's no Warlock and Wizard aren't in there because they assume that they're the Spelljammer. I would I don't know. I would have assumed it would be Sorcerer. Yeah, I would assume Sorcerer and not Warlock, but hey, you do you, boo boo. Quartermaster. The quartermaster handles logistics aboard the ship, supporting the other crew members in their roles. On the quartermaster's turn, they can take one of the actions listed below. Each action has a number of skills or tools associated with it, representing the different methods that a quartermaster might use to achieve the desired result. Depending on the result of the skill check, the quartermaster gains a support die. Oh, so this guy gets dice too? Skill check result. They're moving up in steps every 8. Why would you... What? We just hate the metric system, man.
You're base 10 people, okay?
Why would you do it like that?
I'm base 16, actually.
Adjust rigging uses athletics, sleight of hand, or proficiency with land or water vehicles, I guess. Oh, which tools you can use. Gotcha. You make adjustments to the ship's rigging, making it easier for the captain to steer it through wild space. Make the skill check and grant the captain the corresponding support die. Oh, you give other people... Okay, cool. During the captain's turn, they can roll a support die and add the result to the next pilot check they make during that turn. Gotcha. Read wild space currents, nature, survival, arcana, perception, or navigator's tools. You read the wild space currents that surround your ship, guiding the captain's movement. Make the skill check and grant the captain the corresponding support die. During the captain's turn, they can roll a support. I don't think I need to tell you every time that you're the captain, whoever you're giving this to, can use their support die. Yeah. Bolster crew. Religion, persuasion. Oh, I want to use religion specifically for this every time. I pray that we do not all die immediately. Religion, persuasion.
Or get flagellant.
Yeah, performance, intimidation, brewer's supplies, or cook's utensils.
Holy shit, make your entire crew drunk and then get better.
You raise the crew's morale with a well-chosen word or nourishing rations, giving them a boost of energy. After you make the skill check, roll the corresponding support die. This turn, the reserve crew can take extra actions. Oh, okay. But that needs to be on one of the boards. One of us reads like a moron. Scan enemy. Perception, investigation. Oh.
It's not the slugs again, is it?
Oh, yes! Yes! You have to figure out what gender they are from far away.
What?
Scan enemy. Hey, yo! Does that leech got a dick? Wait, was that from before you joined DM Roundtable?
I'm so lost.
Oh my.
What?
So we went over, one of the creatures we went over at one point was the
malefic leech.
Yeah, the malefic leech, and there was a typo in it at one point. So it said male leeches explode when they reach 0 HP. And I paused and I was like, how are you do you have to, how do you figure out what, huh? And then we were riffing on it. We were like, hey, yo, that leech got a dick? You just got to ask every leech ASL.
Except, as it turned out, it was just the word was broken up weird across a line.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
That's where the squishy malevolent pickle shirt came from.
Yes. Oh, so fantastic. Oh, they do? Oh, they can't reach their god or goddess? Interesting. Is it Awas, you've been here forever. Forever.
Oh, wow. No wonder why you stuck with us if that was your first episode. It's not usually like that.
For scan enemy, you analyze the enemy vessel, noting its bearing, the activities of its crew, and any apparent vulnerabilities. You make the skill check and you give the gunner your support die. Improvise ammo. You quickly rig improvised ammunition out of the materials you have on hand. The type of ammo you can make depends on the type of tools you have and are proficient with. After you make the skill check, roll the corresponding support die. You make a number of pieces of ammunition equal to the result of the support die. So smith tools, you can make a cannonball. Mason's tools, you can make a mangonel. Stone carpenters or wood carvers tools, ballista bolt. And alchemist supplies are special. If you're also proficient in another tool that would allow you to craft one of the types of mundane ammunition listed above, you can craft one piece of specialized ammunition with a DC 15 alchemist supplies check. Interesting. Supply run, survival, nature, carpenter's tools, woodcarver's tools. Jesus Christ. You prepare materials for the crew to carry out repairs with and assist with the effort. Make the skill check and grant the bosun the corresponding support die. For hull, if they use it on, you get a bonus to. You can repair the ship better with that die, depending on the step that it's on. And when assigning crewmates to repair shipboard weapons, the bosun adds the result of the support die to restore hit points. Same thing. Treat wounded, medicine or herbalism kit. You prepare medical supplies to treat the wounded with and help those that you can. After you make the skill check, roll the corresponding support die. A number of wounded crewmates equal to the result of the support die recover and can be assigned tasks during the bosun's or the gunner's turn. Align the Aether, a spellcasting ability check. You draw the intangible flow of energy around your ship into alignment, making it easier for the Spelljammer to work their magic. Make the skill check and grant the Spelljammer the support die. Okay. And then cast a spell. You cast a spell if it's only one action.
That's simple.
The Grey Witnesses that will be in all of our campaigns until we die?
Yeah.
But what about the shit goblin?
Ooh.
What?
Clubs has a reoccurring thing that only seems to happen to Shin, where there's a shit goblin.
Interesting.
When Shin is here next, ask him about.
We're gonna
the
ask
shit
him
goblin.
about it. Oh,
Ping him in
DT,
the
are
chat
you
right
still
now,
in the chat?
It will unlock a thing.
Oh, DT's
What
not
do you
in the
mean
chat.
you
anymore.
have the Coom goblin?
Of course you do. Who would like to read the class features? So these are, if you are this specific class, like your normal character is, and you take one of these special roles, you can use your special abilities that other people wouldn't have if they took one of these roles. Who wants to take Artificer?
Ooh, me.
All yours.
I hate that when I click to make it bigger, it makes it smaller.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Artificer, roles, captain, gunner, quartermaster, bosun, spelljammer, so pretty
Everything.
much everything.
Yeah.
Magical tinkering. Gunner, you optimize your shipboard weapons, improving their accuracy and firepower. You add your proficiency bonus to your attack and damage rolls with shipboard weapons. Additionally, your attacks with shipboard weapons count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Yep, makes
Okay,
sense.
all of this is really cool, but this is so much shit to keep track of.
It really
Unless
is.
you were a really big Pirates of the Caribbean fan, you're fucked.
I feel like this is like everybody needs a DM screen.
Yeah.
It's
this.
essentially everyone will need a cheat sheet. Everyone will have to literally have like a physical fucking ship model in front of them, like the old Barbie houses.
Yeah,
Where you
exactly.
can open it up and have like little models because everyone will forget where they are.
Like everything in this system is basically, this is your whole campaign. Like if you bust out these rules for one session, you're a dick.
If you are not doing a Spelljammer campaign, you do not use these rules.
Yeah.
You will not be stepping foot. This is literally, hey, I want to do Star Wars. But high fantasy. Yeah. I want to do Star Wars, but high fantasy.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Infuse item, captain. You imbue the ship's steering mechanisms with your magic, allowing you to operate them at the speed of thought. You can use intelligence instead of dex for pilot checks.
Oh.
The right tool for the job. Quartermaster. You count as having every type of tool available during ship combat. Additionally, you can add half your proficiency bonus rounded down to any tool check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. That seems OP.
Yeah, comparatively speaking, definitely.
That's a coom goblin.
Oh.
I don't even
Oh,
have
nice.
to. I don't need to ask any other questions. I know exactly where it came from.
Bosun, when you assign at least one crewmate to repair hull or repair weapons, add your proficiency bonus to the effective number of crewmates assigned to the task.
Oh, so you're getting free people. Dang.
I
No,
love
they're
free
just
labor.
working more efficiently. Like, you're not actually assigning those people.
Yeah, but like,
Not with that attitude.
but like for repair weapons, because you need twice as many people. In this case, is like, yeah, wow, that one's really strong.
Yeah. Tool expertise. There's so many of these.
This is just for
Gunner, your
artificer.
mastery. Your mastery over the mechanisms of your shipboard weapons allows the gunnery crew to operate them more effectively. You can load, aim, and fire one of your shipboard weapons an additional time.
Oh,
That's strong.
yeah.
A little bit.
And Captain, your skill in operating large mechanisms helps you move your ship more efficiently. The penalty that your ship's size imposes on your pilot checks is halved, rounded up. For example, if your ship would impose a -7 penalty on your pilot check normally, it only imposes a -4 penalty instead.
Ah, so you got to be an artificer to have a gigantic ship.
Wait. So if
Yeah, that sounds about right.
you're the captain, you get infuse item, tool expertise, and flash of genius.
Apparently.
Yeah.
There's no like levels here listed here. Usually class features you get at certain levels.
Hmm.
Because in theory, I'm assuming it's like you're not counting
Oh.
levels. You're literally just the ship is your level and just how good you are at maneuvering ships.
No, Flash of Genius, Tool Expertise, the right tool for the job, those are the names of the class abilities for the Artificer. I just realized that. So, like, as you level
Yeah.
up, you'll get to use your new abilities in some way on the ship, too.
Yeah,
I
but it
gotcha.
doesn't state when you get them. It's just like, hey, you
Well,
step
no,
on a
like, you
Spelljammer and
get
suddenly your brain expands.
you get the right tool for the job at level 3. Flash of Genius is the next one. Like, those are the class abilities for Artificer. So you will actually have to wait till you get to those levels to get those abilities. I just realized those are the names of
Lame.
their like class level up abilities.
Oh, are those the normal artificer ones?
Yeah. I didn't realize it till we got to Flash of Genius. I was like, wait, the right tool for the
Okay.
job sounds familiar, but Flash of Genius is
Oh, I should
definitely
have
on the
realized
thing.
that because yeah, infuse item is also
Yeah,
a
yeah,
standard.
yeah.
Okay, so this
Oh
is
my
just
god,
saying
you're
like
right. That
So
you
this
yes,
just
is
unlock
like,
new
yeah, you are
shit.
getting better as you level up. Okay, that makes more sense. We're on
that
board.
makes
We're literally on board now.
yes, but also
Boo.
that makes the other ones suck more. No, seriously, because like okay, you get something cool for captain for like 3 of your level ups, and the other ones you get like 1 or 2.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. So like there's definitely there is a difference here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
they
yeah.
may be able to hold all those roles, but you're really only getting something worthwhile for captain.
Yeah.
And gunner. Gunner is
Mm,
decent too.
yeah.
Uh okay, flash of genius. Captain again, you can use your flash of genius feature to perform piloting maneuvers instead of superiority dice. When you do so, you use your intelligence bonus in place of the result of the d6.
Oh.
And then magic item adept. For Spelljammer, your attunement to the ship's helm deepens, allowing you to work your magic through it in amazing ways. As a bonus action, you can expend up to 2 spell slots to create a new spell slot with a level equal to the sum of the 2 expended slots, maximum 5th level. And you can use the new slot to cast helm spells, whatever those are.
So,
We haven't gotten there
if
yet.
you're if you're the Spelljammer, you can cast your spells, but now they become they're more powerful because they're coming out of your ship as a conduit. So this is like you can
Mm,
cast your spells real big, and you can sacrifice a 3rd and a 2nd level slot to cast a 5th level spell through your ship. I've never seen that
yeah.
before, but that is strong.
Yeah, that is.
Listen, but the magic item adept was so potent. My son has come to join the stream.
Oh, hello, kitty cat.
Although he
Meow.
has been a little shit all evening, so I'm watching him like a punk.
Is that the definition of a cat?
I feel like that's...
No, there's cat, and then there's my son. Why are you licking my feet?
That sounds like
Ow.
a personal problem.
Dude, I have the weirdest fucking cats.
Who wants to
Okay.
take Barbarian?
I
I'm
think
glad you're
Lacara is-
skipping. What?
Well, Lacara wasn't done reading the
Oh,
piloting
my bad.
maneuvers.
There's piloting
Oh,
maneuvers.
No,
gosh.
no, I just said I'm glad you're skipping the piloting maneuvers because they all sound horrible.
Well, fuck that. We're not reading that. Barbarian. Barbarians don't read. Lacara, you have a tiny barbarian. You have expertise in this matter.
It's true.
I do. Okay, then you guys had better take more after that.
Okay.
Barbarian, captain
like
or
how
gunner?
you didn't fight me on that.
I mean, that's fair. Barbarian's not long.
Mhm.
Rage. Gunner. While raging. Why do I just have like random images of like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1980s action movies flashing
No,
in front of me?
no, for real.
Just like
Barbarian gunner.
screaming as he's loading a cannonball or whatever.
Yeah. While raging, you add your rage damage to the attack and damage rolls of shipboard weapons. You're so
Barbarian throws
angry,
a
you make.
cannonball himself.
You're so,
Is that a
you're
shipboard
so
weapon?
angry, you make the bullets hit harder.
Yeah.
Like, what? Captain.
Oh, by the
while
way, there's a
raging-
thing while you're using the gunner that if you
Yeah.
can explain to the DM how you use a certain stat to fire the gun, you get your proficiency bonus on top of the weapon's like proficiency bonus. So if you literally just say, "Hey, I'm so fucking angry, I chucked the cannonball myself," you probably would get a bonus on top of your rage bonus.
It's true. It's true.
See, I like that kind of thing.
So, okay, the reason why I'm not reading the piloting maneuvers is because this is one of those times where they're like, these are the things you can do. We haven't told you what they are yet. So they
I hate
mean
that.
nothing to us right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You're at rage, Captain.
Okay. I thought I read that. While raging, you may use strength instead of dexterity for pilot checks. Your rage grants you advantage on these checks.
You're so angry. He's like, "Ah!"
Reckless attack. Captain, when you advance on or ram an enemy, you can also grant your ship the effects of hold steady.
We don't know what that means yet.
No, hold steady's the one where you can leave your ship in place and it'll grant you advantage on attacks, but it also grants the enemies advantage on you. So it's like reckless attack
yes.
for your boat.
Reckless. Yeah. Danger sense. Captain, you can add your proficiency bonus to your ship's AC. What's your, like, uncanny dodging with the ship?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
In theory.
Feral instinct. Gunner, you may enter a rage while rolling side initiative. What the hell is side initiative?
All right, I'm gonna try and look for it again. I got
Oh, is that the thing at the beginning?
yeah, I gave up
That I missed?
before and then I
Okay.
was like, you know what? Let me look it up.
Yeah.
If you do, regardless of the result of the initiative rolls, you act first during the first round of combat. Okay, so if you rage at the beginning, you're going first no matter what. Brutal critical. Gunner, you can roll an additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for critical hits with shipboard weapons. This increases to 2 additional dice at 13th level and 3 additional dice at 17th level.
Oh, side initiative is just I think it's more what clubs does, where like your whole team goes at once.
Mhm.
I did not know that's what it was
That's
called.
what it sounded like.
And look at those piloting maneuvers we don't care about.
Who wants to take Bard? I feel like that's a DM Shin thing, but
Yeah.
Who's the most
Speedy.
Shin-like here? Fair enough. A bard can be a captain, a spelljammer, and a quartermaster. For your bardic inspiration, as a captain, you can use your bardic inspiration dice to perform piloting maneuvers instead of superiority dice. When you do so, roll your bardic inspiration die instead of a superiority die. I feel like that's already written, but cool.
yeah.
Redundancy! Song of Rest, Quartermaster. When you take the bolster crew or treat wounded action, you may treat the support die as though it were one size larger.
Oh.
How cute. Counter Charm. As a Spelljammer, your magical influence wards your ship against enemy influence. Add your proficiency bonus to your ship's AC. If your ship is the target of a spell attack roll, you also add your charisma bonus to your ship's AC against that attack roll. Oh,
Not too
look,
bad.
piloting maneuvers we don't care about.
No ship's meant for you. Wow, cleric. Wow. Oh well, Awas did say some of them lose their stuff in space, so that's probably why. I guess I'll take cleric because it's easy peasy.
Sir had a whole page.
Yeah, Mr. had a whole page. Cleric, one
Someone's
thing.
a little biased.
Cleric, you could be a Spelljammer or the Bosun. For Channel Divinity, you get Spelljammer. When you roll damage for a Helm spell, you can expend your Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage. Actually, that's pretty strong. And
Holy
Bosun.
shit, wait a minute.
At the start of your turn, you can expend your Channel Divinity to lift the spirits of your crew, enabling them to work beyond their regular capacities. This turn, you effectively gain extra crewmates equal to your Cleric level plus your proficiency bonus. Those are both really strong. But you only get one thing.
Okay, so they could have the cleric doing that, but they can't have sorcerer, wizard, or warlock do anything.
That's crazy.
Who wants to? What? I just read Druid. You can wild shape the ship.
Okay,
The
you've
what?
read it. You've already started. Go ahead.
Druid, wild shape, spell. You can only be a spelljammer. As an action, I guess technically you could be any of them, but you'll only get a bonus as a spelljammer. As an action, you can use your wild shape to adapt your ship, temporarily granting it new capabilities. You can give it a ramming horn. Until the end of this turn, your ship grows a massive horn from its bow with the following
Hey,
statistics.
calm down.
Yeah, horn. Melee weapon attack, +8 to hit, range 0 feet, 1 object or ship. Damage, 3d10 bludgeoning damage. This damage increases by 3d10 each time your proficiency bonus increases. Oh,
shit.
that's huge. Carapace armor.
Don't egg on AWAS.
Until the start of your next turn, you can add your wisdom bonus to your ship's AC. Grappling claws. You can do grappler combat. Make a melee spell attack against an enemy in close range. If you hit, that enemy is grappled by your ship until the start of your next turn, and it takes 2d10 piercing damage. This damage increases by 2d10 each time your proficiency bonus. What the? And Wild Space Wings. Add your wisdom bonus to the next pilot check made by your captain. Those are big, huge numbers. 3d10 like times 6 if it's at the end? 2d10
That's
times
crazy,
6 at the end? Damn.
I'll read fighter.
Oh yeah.
Fighter can be a captain or a gunner, and their fighting style is gunner. You can do archery. You gain +2 to attack rolls when you make. Wait. You get a +2 bonus to shipboard weapons. Yeah. Okay. Great weapon fighting. If you roll a 1 or a 2 okay, you just re-roll the die. If it's a 1 or a 2, the damage die. A captain, you can do defense and protection, and you gain your proficiency bonus equal. Wait, you add your proficiency bonus to the AC of the ship. Interesting. And dueling, if you're proficient in the pilot skill, you double your proficiency bonus for pilot checks. Second wind, as a gunner, at the start of your turn, if any of the gunnery crew are wounded, you can revive a number of them equal to your proficiency bonus, and they can act as normal during your turn.
Wow.
You just flex, and they all go, ah, my wounds!
So what you're saying is I have to play this.
Yes. Action surge, gunner. During your turn, you spur the gunnery crew into action, motivating them to work more rapidly. You can load, aim, and fire one of your shipboard weapons an additional time. Indomitable. Captain, when you fail an opposed pilot check, you can expend a use of Indomitable to reroll your check with advantage. And a bunch of piloting maneuvers we don't care about.
Perfect for you, DM Lacara. The next one is Monk.
You can be a captain or a gunner. Martial arts, gunner. During your turn, your swift movements help the gunnery crew do their job more efficiently. You can load, aim, and fire one of your shipboard weapons an additional time. Oh, come on, please tell me that they have something really awesome for... Oh, they don't have anything that adds on to Flurry of Blows.
Boo!
You
There
can
should
deflect
have been.
missiles. You're good.
Key. Captain. You may expend a key point instead of a superiority die to perform a piloting maneuver. If you do so, roll your martial arts die instead of a d6. That's boring.
Yep.
Deflect... Deflect missiles. Captain, as a reaction when your ship is hit by a ranged weapon attack, you can make a pilot check and use the result as your ship's AC against that attack. If you do and the attack misses, you deflect that attack. Make a ranged attack roll against an enemy using the same attack that you deflected. I wonder if that counts if you don't have that kind of weapon.
Ooh.
Good question.
Or are you just
Like,
using your ship's gravity, like you whip the whatever their projectile is around you? Honestly, I was just imagining it like a arcade game where like your ship becomes the flipper and you just go dink and knock whatever it is back.
Yeah. Yep, your rudder just flips it like a tail. Oh. Stunning Strike. Gunner. When you attack enemy weapons or crew, you add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll and add your martial arts die to the damage roll.
Ooh.
Key-empowered strikes. Gunner. Your attacks with shipboard weapons count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. I like that. Evasion. Yeah, I feel like you would give the cannonball a pep talk. Or you, like, meditate with it. And then you load it up and send it over.
All the
Evasion.
cannonballs like float around you while you're meditating, and then you just load them in.
Yeah, I like it. It's like Melf's minute meteors, but
yes!
Cannonballs.
Oh, I love this.
I love that spell. That's one of my favorite spells. I always take that if I'm playing a class that can.
Oh, it's cool.
Evasion. Captain, you nimbly maneuver around incoming fire, turning solid hits into grazing shots. Whenever an enemy fires on your ship, if the result of the attack roll is lower than the result of the last pilot check you made, this combat... Oh, I'm sorry. Your ship has resistance to the damage of that attack. Oh god, so you have to keep track of your last check?
Oh my god, there's so much math.
You literally need a notebook just for combat encounters.
This is awful.
Okami, you did liken yourself to possibly being a paladin. So
All right, that's fair. Okay, I'll take paladin. You could be a captain, a gunner, a bosun, or a spelljammer. I know, ride the astral flow sounds wild. Okay, it just sounds wild.
These all sound terrible.
Divine Sense. As a captain, when you roll side initiative, you add your charisma bonus to your side's result. Lay on hands. If you're the bosun, when you assign at least one crewmate to repair hull or treat wounded, add your proficiency bonus to the effective number of crewmates assigned to that task. Ooh, another way to pretend you have a million extra people. Fighting style, gunner, great weapon fighting. Oh, it's the same thing. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack with a shipboard weapon, you can re-roll the die, but you got to use the new one. And then if you're the captain, defense protection, you add your proficiency bonus to your ship's AC. Dueling. If you're proficient in the pilot skill, you double your proficiency bonus for pilot checks. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Divine Smite. As a gunner, whenever you hit an enemy with a shipboard weapon, you deal an additional 1d8 radiant damage. Oh, you don't even have to like get rid of any kind of resource. You just deal that extra damage. Fantastic. If you got the Aura of Protection and you're the bosun, you can add your Charisma bonus to the AC of your ship's weapons and crewmates. If you got Aura of Courage and you're the captain, when you attempt to advance on or ram an enemy, you add your Charisma bonus to your pilot check. And then Improved Divine Smite. You do 2d8 radiant damage with each attack that connects with your shipboard weapons. Ooh, who wants to take Ranger and or Rogue?
I guess I'll do Ranger.
Bless the
Rangers can be captain, gunners, quartermasters, or spelljammers. For your favored enemy or favored foe, at the start of your turn as a gunner, you choose hull, weapons, or crew. Add your proficiency bonus to attack rolls with shipboard weapons you make against the chosen target this turn. Interesting. Natural Explorer. As a quartermaster, wild space is a favored terrain.
Oh.
Cool. For a fighting style, I already read this. I'm not reading it again.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Primeval awareness. Oh, that was right. Fuck you. Quartermaster. When you make a skill or tool check that uses intelligence or wisdom, the crew member that rolls the support die can roll twice and use the better result.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Land's stride, but you're not on land. You add your wisdom bonus to your pilot checks. Oh, look, maneuvers we don't care about.
Yep.
You also said you might be a rogue.
All right, I'll take this one too. You can be the captain, a gunner, or the quartermaster. Sneak attack. If you're a gunner, if you have advantage on an attack with a shipboard weapon and you hit, you can add your sneak attack damage to the damage. Jesus. You can only do this with one shipboard weapon each turn. That's a lot of d6s. Cunning action. Quartermaster. After you use your action to make a skill or tool check during your turn, you can use a bonus action to make a different skill or tool check, supporting a different crew member. The support die that you grant with your bonus action is one size smaller than normal. Oh, okay. That makes sense. For gunner, you have steady aim. The first attack with a shipboard weapon you make each turn has advantage. I'm glad they have a real steady aim here and not just the reckless attack with your whole ass boat. Uncanny dodge. If you're the gunner, you rapidly react to incoming fire, warning crewmates to take cover. Whenever your crewmates are attacked, subtract your proficiency bonus from the number of wounded crewmates. Oh, that's actually pretty good. And evasion as a captain. Oh, it's the same thing as before. The same as the monks. Whenever an enemy fires on your ship, the result of the attack roll is lower than the result of the last pilot check you made in this combat. Your ship has resistance to the damage of that attack. You better just leave the die on the table, like as it is, after every pilot check. Rather than...
Like your one from this weekend?
Uh-huh! Oh my god. Oh, it was so fantastic. I rolled a plane chase die, and it's a 3D printed one. And it landed on the corner. Nothing was touching it. It just stayed up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Let's buy dice just for the ship. Yes. I agree with that as well. Like your own character's dice, keep them separate so that you always know like if what your crew's superior die is or whatever it is. Here we go. Finally, we get to piloting maneuvers.
You know, it only took us how many pages?
Again,
it only took us 11 pages.
We're not upset that you... I don't know how to say this in the nicest way, but like when you guys are making supplements, if you want people to understand like what you put in there, you got to put the description before you say the names. I just gonna put that out there.
I'm gonna say this, and I say this with all the love in my heart for this system. This is the same shit World of Darkness does, where it tells you like the story first, and if you need any context, you have to scroll like 500 sections later. Then if you want even more context for certain things, you have to go even farther. So
BGMs does the same damn thing.
No.
It's a bitch and a half to read the content for World of Darkness, but I love World of Darkness, so god damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, in Obojima, they talk about the Dara and the Nakadama like 200 pages before they actually introduce them. It's like there's only 4 races, guys. Why is this not at the top?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get why they had that table with proficiency bonus. So you get abilities, you learn all the abilities when you reach that proficiency bonus. Interesting. So I guess technically there's another way that like you get better as your character levels up, which is nice. Who wants to take the proficiency bonus plus 2 abilities?
I sadly will probably have to start getting ready for bed soon.
That's fair. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I will leave this for Lacara.
Hmm?
A photo showing all of the different forms you can have as a magical druid werewolf.
Whoa!
Your options are human, human, furry, dog, direwolf, big pissed off werewolf.
Interesting.
And you choose based on how pissed you are.
Ooh.
That's it. Yeah, basically, if you get to the, as they call them, the Chronos or Chronos or whatever they're called, yeah, that's the you done fucked up form.
Wow. He's so much
Enjoy.
bigger than the other guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're like an 8-foot mountain of meat, you just get pissed. That honestly, that form scares most vampires.
In case you guys are
Yeah,
wondering what we're talking about, here's a diagram.
Yeah.
Bloop.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Do you want to take proficiency bonus plus 2? It does have Ride the Astral Flow in it.
Thanks. Sure. Well, we start with barrel roll. When an enemy ship attempts to advance on or ram your ship, you can expend a superiority die to add it to your opposed pilot check. If you succeed, your sudden movements cause the enemy ship to overshoot, moving 1 range category away.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
So the way that this is set up is there's 3 engagement ranges: extreme, close, and far. And in far, like, you can shoot your weapons at each other. Extreme is like you see each other, and the way that me and Speedy thought about it is like you see each other on the horizon, and you're like, do I really want to mess with that guy? Maybe I'll just fire off into space and see if they can see that I'm coming. And Speedy was like, so at extreme, it's like a dick measuring contest? So, kinda.
Rolling scissors. As a reaction after an enemy ship successfully advances on your ship, you can expend a superiority die to subtract the result from any damage your ship takes this turn. This reduction applies to each attack that hits your ship this turn. Wow.
That seems pretty good.
Ride. Yeah, that is. Ride the astral flow. As you attempt to advance or flee, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to your pilot check. You may also use wisdom instead of dexterity for this check, and if you succeed, you can move up to 2 range categories instead of 1.
Oh.
I mean, you're like... Okay, so extreme means extremely close.
Extremely far.
Extremely far? Wait,
Yeah.
so it goes extreme, close, and then far?
Yeah. No, extreme, far, close.
Okay. Did they give any sense of, like, what these distances actually are?
I think at the beginning, who's 200? Somebody's 200 feet. Anything within 200 feet is close range. So he just added roughly 200, but in the Reddit post, someone was like, you said close, sorry, not far, long. Close long, and extreme, and you gave us no method of measurement within those. And so he added roughly 200 feet for close. And then long is whatever your weapon's
Extrapolate
long
as you
range
will.
is. And I was like, but some of them have different ranges.
Yeah.
Listen, it was late.
Parting shot. I mean, I have no problem with this. I run everything theater of the mind. Like, distance
Immediately, I was
everything.
like, this is the kind of distance that DM would be great for theater of mind people. Like DM Lacara would use this so well.
Yep. It's like, am I close enough to hit that? Yeah, maybe. Give it a shot. Parting shot. As a reaction, after you successfully flee from an enemy ship, or an enemy ship successfully flees from you, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to the attack roll of your shipboard weapons until the end of your next turn. And then action stations. As a reaction, when you roll side initiative for ship combat, you can expend a superiority die to add it to the result. During the first round of combat, you add the result of the superiority die to your ship's AC and attack rolls with shipboard weapons.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take proficiency bonus +3. You get high loop. If this is not a loop-to-loop, I'm going to be pissed. When you attempt to advance on an enemy ship, you can expend a superiority die and add the result to your pilot check. If you succeed, you also add the result of the superiority die to the damage of your shipboard weapons this turn. I hate that's what... Nope. I need you to do a loop-to-loop. Thank you.
Or Crazy Ivan.
Serpentine Shift. As you attempt to advance or flee, you can expend a superiority die and add the result to your pilot check. If you succeed, you also add the result of the superiority die to your ship's AC this turn. Okay. Crash Counter. As a reaction after an enemy ship successfully advances into close range with your ship, you ram it, adding your superiority die to the pilot check. If your ram attempt fails, attacks against your ship don't have advantage this turn. Oh, okay. An Ironclad Assault. When you hold steady, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to your shipboard weapon damage rolls this turn, and subtract it from the damage of each attack that hits your ship this turn. Good, because the way this is written, when you ram someone, you both take the same damage. I was like, I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they were going to have a +4 and a +5. +4 is all you!
Ramming speed. When you attempt to ram an enemy ship, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to your pilot check, and you ignore your ship size penalty for this pilot check.
Oh.
Nice. Circle Strafe. When you attempt to advance on an enemy ship, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to your pilot check. If you succeed, attack rolls with your shipboard weapons have advantage this turn. Got you in my sights. As a reaction, after an enemy ship fails to advance on or flee from you, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to the attack and damage rolls of your shipboard weapons against that ship this turn. And then Center of Calm. When you hold steady, you may expend a superiority die to make an opposed pilot check against an enemy ship's captain, adding your superiority die to your pilot check. Did they just say the same thing twice in the same sentence?
I think they did. Yeah.
If you succeed, attacks against your ship have disadvantage instead of advantage until the start of your next turn.
That was too many words, and my brain stopped processing in the middle, and I was just staring at the screen, squinting. Huh?
Yeah. What?
Huh? So we made a joke at the beginning because they were like, oh, you could have multiple ships in one combat. And there was just so many things at the beginning when they gave the example. Me and Speedy were like, I think you need a different DM for every ship. Just to keep track of what's going on.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy.
At proficiency bonus +5, you get Bombing Run. As a reaction after you successfully advance into close range with an enemy ship, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to the damage of your shipboard weapons this turn. Additionally, your shipboard weapons score a critical hit on a d20 roll of 18 to 20 this turn. Ooh. Evasive maneuvers. As a reaction when your ship's attacked, You can expend a superiority die to make a pilot check, adding a superiority die to the result. Use the result of this pilot check as your ship's AC against the triggering attack. Regardless of whether the triggering attack hits or misses, your ship gains resistance to all damage until the end of the turn. And then collision course. When you attempt to ram an enemy ship, you can expend a superiority die to add the result to your pilot check. If you hit, your ship only takes half the damage it would normally take from ramming. Thank God. And each creature on the enemy ship must make a DC 15 con save or be stunned during the first round of combat or the next round of ship combat. Wow. When you're in late game, you're terrifying.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've got spells. Okay, so the way that the spells work, based on what they had said at the beginning, was that there's new components listed. So if you see H, that means you need to be at the helm, so you're the Spelljammer. It's basically like a better version of whatever spell is in parentheses that you're now putting on your ship. So these are all based on existing spells, just better for space, presumably. Presumably?
That music changed real quick.
I was on top of my shit for once.
Music is so different.
Basically, we said the same thing. Oh, and there's another one for one of them. You need to be in wild space. What is that? Oh, no, never mind. Whatever. I guess they're all in wild space. No, wild space will be later, I think. Oh, they have their own section. Never mind. I was probably supposed to save that for a while. The music change. Whatever, doesn't matter. Do you want to take helm spells or wild space spells?
Oh, wild space spells.
I don't know why I asked. I knew.
You know me.
So helm spells. You've got cloaking field, invisibility. You need to be at the helm, and you need an eyelash encased in gum arabic as your material component. This is concentration up to an hour. And your ship, along with all creatures and objects aboard it, become invisible to creatures not on your ship for the duration. This spell ends if any creature on your ship attacks or casts a spell, you leave your ship's helm. You got deep scan. See invisibility. You need a pinch of talc and a small sprinkling of powdered silver. Duration 1 hour. For the duration, ships and creatures that are invisible or on the ethereal plane and are within range are visible as glowing outlines to you and creatures on your ship. Ooh, oh, some of these are not even leveled spells. Flame Lance for Firebolt. Cantrip Evocation. Also, the range of these is not based on feat. It is based on either your ship or like the engagement range that you're in. But Flame Lance is you hurl a lance of flame at a ship or creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 fire damage. And because it's a cantrip, the stronger you are, the more damage it does. By 17th level, it will be doing 9d10 fire damage. That's a lot of damage. Phase Drive for Blink. Wait, what were you going to say?
No, it's just like that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Phase Drive, Blink. One reaction, which you take when your ship is attacked or rammed. As an attack bears down on your ship, you momentarily phase it into the ethereal plane. Your ship and all creatures and objects on it phase onto the ethereal plane for just long enough to avoid the triggering attack, then reappear on the material plane. Ooh, speaking of the Phlogiston Blast! It's Fireball! You need a tiny ball of bat guano and sulfur, same as the regular spell. A bright orb coalesces at the prow of your ship as your magic ignites the very essence of wild space, sending a fiery beam of destruction at your foes. It's a laser? Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, it takes 12d10 fire damage. On a miss, it takes half as much damage as the scorching heat of the beam blazes past it. I was never expecting someone to turn Fireball into a laser. A fire laser.
Yeah.
That is not what I was expecting, but okay. Shields Up for shield. Same reaction when you're attacked. An invisible barrier of magical force materializes around your ship, protecting it from attacks. Until the start of your next turn, your ship has +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack. Spelljammer's stupendous shipmates. I love that. It's
That's
unseen
great.
servant. That is That's the best thing I've read in this entire supplement so far.
Yep.
An entire crew's worth of unseen servants spring into existence around your ship for an hour. These unseen servants act as crewmates, performing any tasks that crewmates would normally perform. If an unseen servant is wounded, it immediately ceases to exist. So
That is...
you just double
That's
however
so
many dudes.
strong.
It's so strong. You just double however
It's
many
only
dudes
third
you have.
level. Jesus.
The Wrath of Khan music all session. Yes, I love that bit. Targeting system is True Strike. You need a ship or a creature in range. Lost 1 round, you mark a target with your magic, making it easier for your gunnery crew to draw a bead on it. The first attack made by your gunner this turn is made with advantage.
Yeah.
And then Warding Field. Resistance. You ward your ship from harm, adding your proficiency bonus to its AC until the start of your next turn. Hey, it's Space Jace! Oh my god, his name is Space Bellerin. Oh, that's right! There is a Space Bellerin card. It was a joke at first. But then they made a card for it, because it's just Jason Space.
Wild space spells. They don't require the caster to be attuned to a spell jamming helm.
Oh.
The main difference between a wild space spell and the existing spell is that it is based on is whether the caster is on a planet or in wild space or the astral sea.
Oh.
If a spell is centered on a point which is within the gravity plane of a ship, that point moves with the ship as it moves through wild space. Okay, so we've got Astral Communion, which is commune with nature. For a moment, your consciousness expands across the cosmos, giving you a glimpse of the vast expanse of wild space. You instantly gain the following knowledge: the location of the closest planet to you and the distance to it, any wild space hazards that you're likely to encounter within the next hour's travel, and any wild space creatures you are likely to encounter within the next hour's travel. Oh, it's the it turns you into a navigator from Dune.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Without all the drugs. Befoul Air, also known as Stinking Cloud. I like Befoul Air better, just like generally. It's a better sounding spell. You have to be in close range, and you need a rotten egg or several skunk cabbage leaves. You pollute the air bubble of the target ship with thick, stinking gas. The ship's air envelope lowers 1 step in quality, from fresh to foul or from foul to deadly. Additionally, the gas spreads throughout all levels of the ship, causing open areas throughout the ship to become lightly obscured. The gas can be dispersed with a spell that creates wind or air, cast with a spell slot of the same level or higher. That's fun.
I didn't realize there was like you can like mess with the air quality on another ship.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's complex.
Yeah. That's like another level of math to keep track of.
Yeah.
I swear that was my chair and not my butt. I couldn't have possibly.
Your thing noise gated that. We did not.
Oh, that's even funnier now. It definitely seems like I farted. It was so loud.
Oh. Hey, you triggered the noise gate.
That's true. I did.
Gust of wind. Spell jamming ship or up to 6 creatures is the target. You pull breathable air from the ether, refreshing the air envelope of your ship, or up to 6 creatures within range. In addition, the air quality of each air envelope affected by the spell improves by 1 step. So that's how you get rid of Befoul Air.
Gotcha.
But you have to upcast it.
Mm.
Distress signal. Sending. You shout a desperate message into the void, heedless of whoever may hear. You send a short message of 25 words or less throughout the wild space system you are currently in. Any creature with an intelligence score of 3 or greater receives your message and becomes aware of your current location in the system.
Oh. Oh no.
Any creature.
Yeah, oh no.
You gotta be real screwed to do that.
Yeah, oh my god. That's cool.
Then we're up to special ammo.
Ooh. We've reached our end.
Yay.
We did it. Yay. I think I'm supposed to get these two. I don't know. Whatever. Not sure if they're switched or not. But that was quick. I feel like it's one of those things. A lot of like the big supplements we go through, like at the beginning, they're real top loaded, and then at the end they're just like, here's some extra stuff.
Yeah, we swear it's not just because we're reading it and we're tired.
I just took a note. Special ammunition. In addition to their regular ammunition, shipboard weapons can fire specialized pieces of ammo that have unique effects. Each piece of special ammo is built on an existing projectile to make it clear which weapon it is meant to be fired from. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Peacemaker cluster. So somebody on the Reddit post was like, you spelled peacemaker wrong. And the guy was like, no, I didn't. It's a Discworld reference. And I was like, I don't get it, but I know people who will.
That might be from a book that I didn't read yet.
I honestly thought you'd read them all. I won't lie to you.
No, I still have like 6, I think, near the end.
Wait, how many are there?
41?
Oh, that's a way bigger number than I was. I thought there was like 20.
No. There were 20 in like the 90s. Maybe the 2000s. I don't know the exact timeline. But yeah. No, there's a lot of them books.
Okay. Peacemaker cluster. This thick bundle of longbow arrows is designed to be fired from a ballista and disperse mid-flight, trading raw stopping power for increased effectiveness against personnel. Oh.
Oh, it's Detritus's siege weapon. Okay, yes, I do.
Special. The Peacemaker cluster's cloud of arrows is particularly devastating against crewmates. When used to target crew members, this projectile wounds twice as many crewmates as a regular ballista. Oh, so you don't. It's per 5, but doubled. Okay, so like per
Now,
2.5.
If they were really doing a Discworld reference, it would have an equal chance of harming your own crewmates.
I don't know what race that is at the bottom. I thought they might be blue goblins, but they're like furry. I don't know what race that is. Anyway, would you like to take Sticky Bomb and or Ball of Burden?
Oh, Ball of Burden sounds great.
Take Sticky Bomb then. This specially weighted barrel holds a payload of sovereign glue, guaranteed to gum up the works of anything it hits. Make a mangonel stone. Oh, I should have read what ballista bolts did. My bad. But mangonel stone, range 200 or 800 feet, plus 5 to hit. Can't hit targets within 60 feet of it. One target. 4d10 bludgeoning damage. Special. When used to target shipboard weapons, a single hit from a sticky bomb automatically disables a weapon regardless of its hit points. You're literally like Spider-Manning the aperture of whatever gun it is. Flipping the hell out of them. I like it. No more guns for you.
Ball of Burden. This rune-etched blue steel cannonball feels even heavier than its bulk would suggest, making it unwieldy to fire. Cannonball. Ranged weapon attack, +6 to hit, range 600/2400 feet. One target. Hit 32, bludgeoning damage, or 6d10. Special. When this projectile hits the hull of a ship, its unnatural weight temporarily transfers to the ship, making it harder to maneuver. The next pilot check made for the ship within the next round is made at disadvantage.
Oh. I was like, how does that? I get it. It's much harder to like actually get where you want to go. Okay. But we did it.
I wish... Yeah, we did.
What were we gonna say?
I wish that for things like this, they would give you, like, prices. Like, if you were buying this for your ship, like, what it would cost you, or, like, what you have to make it out of, or something. Like, some sense of how difficult these things are to obtain.
Yeah, because the only way they've mentioned the specialized ammunition, the only other time it's mentioned is that an artificer could make it. But like, not every ship's gonna have an artificer. That's specifically the gunner.
Yeah.
I also stand by our earlier statement that while this is great and all, and I have actually bought Grim Hollow's. It's like I forgot what their supplement is called, but they have a full just like Astral Sea supplement, and I was like, I want to buy this so that my players can do ship-to-ship combat at some point. And then I'd seen this way back when, and I was like, okay, I'll read that one too. I definitely stand by the statement that I think this is too complicated for like a one-time thing. If you want this to be your campaign, fine. But if you subject your players to all this extra math and their new roles for one session, they're not going to like you very much.
Mm.
Ow. Oh, there's a stupid drawstring on my pants. I was like, what did I just step on? Ow! I'm getting beat up at the computer. But yeah, I wish this was easier to digest. I was making a joke. I think it was before you came in. No, maybe I think it was right before you came in. How Dex had asked, because his character is like 7 days old in campaign. Maybe a little bit more than that, but he's essentially a baby. He was just created, and he was like, he asked me at a game, like, can my character learn how to make playing cards so he can throw them? And I was like, I don't care about damage wise, what have you. It'll be like dagger damage, sure, that's fine. But like, if your character was literally made yesterday, he has no idea what trading cards are. And so someone's going to have to show him what they are. Like, trading cards exist in the game, in D&D. There's even, like, you can learn the rules for some of the games that use playing cards. I keep saying trading cards instead of playing cards. Like, you could learn the rules for that. And he was like, ooh, can we play that game? And I was like, okay, you've been at our table for like 10 sessions now. Do you really think that the rest of the table is going to be able to learn the rules for another game inside of this one that they already don't know the rules to? But we'll see what we can do. But
You know what everybody can do?
What can they
Hit
do?
the buttons. Hit the buttons. If you have money, hit the buttons that give Okami money. There's Twitch and YouTube subscriptions and Patreon levels and our Redbubble shop and all sorts of things. If you do not have money but wish you did, You can share, subscribe, what's the other thing? Like, all those things. Because all of those also indirectly give Okami money. And it will keep you out of the demi-plane of sludge.
Oh, that's going on the bingo card. Demi-plane of sludge was mentioned.
And I said hit the buttons.
You did. It's true. I'm gonna put all the links that AWAS was really nice about and posted in the other chat over on YouTube chat, which I should probably get better at doing anyway. Sometimes I do it. I'm doing a lot of Patreon and Discord, like at the beginning of the thank you streams now. I'm at least good at that because I want people to come hang out and play with us.
Yeah.
I have not read any Discworld. However, I got a poster at Comic-Con maybe 3-4 years ago that like shows it has like a visual representation of like where the books take place and like what, and then at the bottom there's like a table of like what order you should read them in if you're going to read whatever series. And I was like, I'm going to take this to heart. I have not gotten to it yet, but at some point I definitely think it's up my alley. I think I have to read Dungeon Crawler Carl first because Bacon has become a prophet of Dungeon Crawler Carl and just keeps sending us stuff.
Don't do it. I read the first one. It's not worth it. Do Discworld.
You think so?
Discworld is actually worthwhile. There is lots of excellent like commentary on humanity. There's unforgettable characters. There's some of the world's worst puns. It's so good.
Audiobooks. I don't usually sit still long. Well, I think most people use them during their commute. Or like when they're doing other stuff. I was going to say my commute is I just walk 4 feet to my chair.
The best way to get into them, like you could do what I did and just start at the beginning and read your entire way through. But there's like a lot of people recommend picking one of the sub-series because you can follow the City Watch, you can follow Death, you can follow the witches or the wizards. There's like 4 or 5 different series, like mini series within it that you can just read those, and it's just about those same people through time. And you don't miss a lot. Like things have happened in the world since then and around then that get referenced, but like you can follow it.
Okay.
And then there's some standalone novels too that don't have anything to do with anybody.
How many of them does the luggage appear in?
Not that many of them, since like the luggage belongs to Rincewind. So and he ducks in and out of a lot of the books, but he's not in most of any of the series. He's in the first 2.
Okay.
And then he ducks in and out for like the next 30.
Oh, is he like oh my god, what is his name? In Wild Cards, it's a George R.R. Martin is like the lead editor of it, but it's a mosaic novel, so like every chapter or novella in it is from a different author, usually about a different character, but the quote unquote main character is the sleeper, and he just like shows up random. The first like 2 books are mostly about him, but after that he just shows up randomly because his power is that he goes into a coma, and whenever he wakes up, he has a new power set.
Interesting.
Oh, it's kind of cool. So every once in a while you'll see him, and then like the other characters don't know. Most of them don't know who he is because he'll look totally different or he'll have a different power set. But like you as the reader are like, oh, hey bud.
Yeah, or Hoyd from the Sanderson books.
Okay.
But Rincewind shows up like way less consistently.
Oh. Ooh, why thank you. Wait, is okay, Awaz, is this the whole book as like a single video? That's wild. Or is this like a primer? I mean, either way, I think I'm going to enjoy it. It's one of those things that like I always felt like I should get into, and I just never had a chance, really.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy
Okay.
it. My best friend, they listens to this podcast, and they did like a really in-depth discussion of several of the main characters in Discworld. And they were like, what she listened to it and she's like, "Oh, this is not for me, but I know who this is for." And she sent me the episode and I listened to it and I was like, "Yep, gotta go read him now." And now I'm like 3/4 of the way through the series.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, the Night Watch is one of the best books. And it
Okay.
is pretty near the beginning.
Okay. I will take a peek.
But if you want the luggage, you do have to start with the first two.
Okay.
As the Color of Magic and something or other.
Oh, stupid of me to write down the book title before the series title.
Because
Going
you
on
have
my
to.
notes.
You have to. Yeah, the Color of Magic is the first one. You have to read some of them so that then we can do. I have at least one, if not both, of the Discworld TTRPGs. So you have to learn enough about it that you, me, and Shin can do at least a one-shot in Discworld.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't put it in the Discord because I had like 10 minutes to go through my emails today. But currently on Bundle of Holding, they have a Avatar the role-playing game bundle. If anybody wants to grab the Avatar TTRPG stuff from Magpie Games for relatively cheap digitally, you can do that on Bundle of Holding.
Nice.
Because eventually, those are next on my list after I finish. I'm gonna make words one day. Tome of Mystical Tattoos 2. I have not opened the book in like 3 weeks. Not that I'm just busy. It's not that like it's become too much of a slog. I'm just busy. I haven't had a chance to. But Avatars after that, because I really want to learn. I want one of us to at least have like some cursory knowledge of Powered by the Apocalypse games. I feel like that's a necessary thing for our group.
Yeah. I've wanted to play one of those for the longest time.
Oh, there are Discworld cartoons.
I did not know that.
What?
Oh, wait, which music one? Soul Music?
Ooh.
Waiting for
Waiting for Loss's response.
Yep.
Check.
Soul Music. I mean, if it's got Susan in it, I'm sold. Susan is literally me. But I would prefer like Weird Sisters. The Witch series is actually my least favorite of all of them.
Really?
Like, I love, if they were all just about Granny Weatherwax, I would be totally sold. But it's not. They've got all the rest of them, and the rest of them are just not that good.
I can spell sisters, sure.
Yeah. See, Awaz agrees with me.
Bloop, bloop.
even though I think you're probably the closest person I know to Naniog.
Should I be terrified?
If you get to Naniog, just know it's basically AWAS.
Okay. I'll keep that going. Dot.
Naniog is great in the relationship between Naniog is too much for me personally, but her relationship, the way she and Granny Weatherwax play off each other is priceless.
Okay.
And that there's always a third witch, because there's got to be a third witch,
Yeah.
and the third witch, it just always sucks.
Oh.
It detracts from the whole like dynamic of, oh, it's like just leave it with Granny Weatherwax and Naniog. They're great.
Was that hippie? Or is that something in Discworld that I don't understand? I can't tell.
Nope, it's not Discworld. She's beyond a hippie. She's that kind of like really old salt of the earth, like earthy.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Oh,
very
that's right, you're
earthy
still eating.
character.
I'm gonna eat a snack after this for sure. Not ice cream.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
But clubs
Why not
definitely
ice cream?
rubbed off. Like when we ended the session last time,
Mhm.
because when he's done with his sessions, he always I know from other people who play with him, he didn't do this when like I was in his campaign, but apparently now his thing is like whenever a session ends, he goes and eats ice cream. Like that's his celebration of ending the session. And when we were done with Tomb of the Serpent Kings 2, I was like, all I want to do is eat ice cream. And he goes, that's what I'm about to do. And I'm like, I know, I got the idea from you. But speaking of us, there's a whole movie? Hell yeah. Thank you, AWAS.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't been to DM Roundtable before, we put out a poll. We're quite far ahead in our poll right now. So take that as you will. We will eventually get to all the topics in a row. But you have 24 hours. Well, if you're on Twitch, I'm about to make you a legit poll. It'll be up there for 10 minutes. But, like, you can come and hang out otherwise. In the Discord, if you put ! Discord in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to write the options in the YouTube chat. I'm going to make words one day. It's oof. My brain's fried, y'all. We played for... Most of my crew showed up on time yesterday, so we ended up playing for like 14 hours. And that is like what we used to do
so much.
when people played on time. I was trying to explain to someone that, okay, so what happens is we actually end the session. And then someone either comes back or decides they want to talk about something, and then we play a little bit more, and then we end the session. And then someone either comes back or figures something out, and they keep asking questions, so we start playing again. And then usually our Creepshow Kate, who's in Minnesota, is like the last person. Like she literally won't stop playing until it's time for her to pass out. And so she'll just keep playing. And then when she goes to sleep, then we can actually call the session quits. But it's supposed to be, I like to do the thing. I honestly think it's important for you to have like you don't need a talk show, but I think it's important to have a decompression session after each of your sessions. So we're still sitting at the table and people just start playing again. I'm like, we take, okay. Well, you can already cross off the bingo card. I told an awful story from my table. But when the food shows up during our session, immediately like 3 people just rocket up from the table, even if they were actively playing and describing what was happening, they just rocket up from the table and run outside to grab the food. One time, Grimjack left my house and ran to the guy's car that was delivering the food and was like, gimme, 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 gimme. And none of them can pay attention when there is food there.
That is. You have children.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I gotta go to bed.
Fair. I'm gonna put next week's. Well, it's actually not next week's topic, but the next topic I will be putting in the YouTube chat momentarily for y'all because I had it there and I didn't hit paste. My bad.
Cool. Night.
Good night. Thank you for joining us.
Always.
Hell yeah. So next week, our topic is articles. I have not picked out the articles yet, but next week's topic will be articles. We already have the topic after that. We're going to do adventures. And then the topic after that is maps, which is, okay, Awaz, you voted for maps. I put up the poll in the DM chat, and none of us put in a vote. So we're doing maps for you. I just want you to know. You won. No one contended your vote. Not a single one of us put in a vote to the poll. I made the poll and I didn't put a vote in it. That's on me. Apologies. And also, there may be like a gap week in the future because of since we never actually finished Tomb of the Serpent Kings. If we know that all of us are going to be present for a week, we may swap that one in instead so that we can keep it going. But our plan right now, actually, I'll show you guys as a sneak peek. Give me 1 second to figure out how to get there. How do I get there? Okay, I know how to get there from here. Come in. So, at some point, this is just a sneak peek in general. These are the actual plays that we have going. I'll be running a play test of a boss encounter for my players. Well, I mean, everyone else is going to be in there. But it's a play test so that I know my stuff works before I send my players through it, because it's got to be as streamlined as possible, or my players are not going to get it. I want to make sure everything's okay. We're currently here in Clubs' OSR game. Boom. Then Lacara wants to take us on an Enclave one-shot. Shin wants to take us through Seedlings, which is one of his TTRPGs. Lacara also wants to do Obajima stuff, which is fantastic. And then Shin wants to take us through the Desert of Candace Adventure Sandbox. That one's new. He just added these two. And then he also wants to take us through Cardna. And we have stuff to do in there. Speedy would like to do World of Darkness, obviously, but he has not filled out the sheet yet. And I'm sure there's other things. And also the reason why this second row is blank and nobody touched anything is because I was testing the drop boxes, and I only realized very recently that if you want to clear out a drop box, you can click in the cell but not the drop box and hit the delete key, and it will zero out your drop box. I didn't know that was a thing. So everyone was like, oh, you want 2 slots. And I was like, not particularly. I just was testing out the Dropbox. But yeah, these will be our actual plays for the near future. Minus whatever Speedy wants to do, which is for sure going to be in World of Darkness. He was like, there's no option for World of Darkness. And I was like, you could use other, or you could add to the Dropbox if you want. That's fine. I keep saying Dropbox, drop down. But yeah, I'm happy that I got this all ready to go. But yeah, next week will be articles. I do not know what the article is yet. I just haven't figured it out. Honestly, I also might kick this seems mean, but she's never participated, so I don't think she's going to be upset about it. I might kick Nicetrick out of the group because it's a group chat and not like in a server anywhere. So there's limited space. I might kick Nicetrick out of the DM Roundtable chat. I highly doubt at this point that Nicetrick is ever going to join us. I like the chances of her joining are so slim at this point. I would love to get DM Bacon back in a stream though. I think that would be fantastic. And I know Dungeon Mommy will join when she is free. When that happens, she will join. I gotta bother Dungeon Mommy about stuff, actually. I don't know if she's coming to Comic-Con this year. I'm gonna make a new tab real quick. Can I have a new? Thank you. I like that Speedy messaged me on the side. He's like, you should be careful about your recently visited subreddits. And I was like, I saw it immediately when I loaded up the page. I was like, whatever. If you know me, you know me. It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it. Oh, I should. How many users is the question? We all have been saying maybe we should just make a server instead of the group chat. And then we could make it that we could run games through that instead of any other stuff. I know that DM Lacara also has a server specifically for the stuff that she does with Start Playing Games. But now that we're all kind of iffy about Discord, I'm like, should I wait? Did you do Game Vox with Grimjack? Because he asked me while we were playing D&D if I could help him with that, and I was like, no. Can we stay on topic for like a millisecond, please? Just like there's so much stuff. There's so many things. What are you gonna put your vote in for? Oh, I forgot to close the other. Let me get rid of the pin so that makes it easier for people to see the poll. My bad. I should have gotten rid of the other pin before I did the poll. I'm gonna open up all them links. Things. Oh, I gotta send you music too. Oh, DM Lacara. It's on my list. Races. I'm putting that on the list. I'm gonna vote for that as well because I'm having so much fun. And I can give you guys an update. 2 votes for... Oh, yeah. I think Races is winning. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to give you guys an update because for the Bachelor Party one-shot that I'm running for DM Bacon, let me see. Can I bring it up? I think I can. D&D Beyond. I can give you an update. So way back when, one of the races we went over was puddings as tiny creatures. For the one-shot, I said as a joke to the rest of the whale pack, I was like, one of the players was like, hey, I don't know what to be. Should I be human? And the other players were like, no, don't be human. That's boring. So I said as a joke, do you want to be... I hate that they moved everything. Give me the homebrew. Thank you. Do you want to be a tiny pudding that can take a piece of themselves off and use it as a sentry? And he was like, yes, make me flubber. And I was like, okay. And I will tell you that I have, in fact, created that race on D&D Beyond, but this is not the tiny version. This is a medium or small variant with the ability to split. And I'm hoping through playing with him, I'll know how to tweak it a little better. But I did make one. So when we get to races, I'm going to be like, hey, yo, the puddin'. My new puddin'. Hey, puddin'. I'm not going to show. I'm just going to save that. But yes, I did in fact make one. So if you run the game on D&D Beyond and you're in a game of mine, I haven't submitted it yet because I'm not quite sure how well it's going to play. I think I balanced it pretty okay, but we'll see. I'm just going to put a note here to talk about puddings. And I might make if I think it runs okay, I'll make a home brewery version so everyone can use it, even if they're not on D&D Beyond. Because he's cute. But yeah, I made one. Okay. I'm pretty sure Races is gonna win. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna win. I'm just saying. But that's it for the stream. For this week. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Roll dice. Be nice. Have fun. Enjoy your games out there. And I will hopefully see you guys all soon. Thank you all for coming to the thank you stream as well. That was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun during the thank you stream. It got a little bit cut shorter than I thought it was going to, but like we still had fun. And it's nice to play with all of you. It's great. But yes, roll dice, be nice. I will see you all soon. No other planned streams for this week, but I am really behind on just work in general, so I may not be able to edit and upload the next episode of This is the Police 2 next week. The one for tomorrow is already set and ready to go, but I may not be able to edit episode 4. And if that's the case, if I can't finish and upload it before Tuesday, I'll just stream my playthrough. So there might be an extra stream next week. I'm not 100% sure yet. I do want to do dailies, but I think I gotta go get my laundry. I forgot about that until just now. I gotta do laundry, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit more downstairs because I haven't had a chance to yet. But I might play Rivals by the end of the day, or end of the night. That being said, there might be a stream on Tuesday. I'm not quite sure about. I'm gonna make words one day. Okay, let me rewind. There may be a stream on Tuesday, but Sunday, this Sunday's video and next Sunday's video should be unboxings of board games, so the Patreon posts will correspond to what minis and tokens are in each of those boxes. That is the plan. Whether or not the plan goes according to, like, if everything goes according to Keikaku, I have no idea, but we'll see. If at any point, like during the Let's Play though, I can't make that video in time, I'll just stream it. And if that's the case, I'll probably stream it at 8 p.m. again, like I do normally, for longer streams. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all soon. Remember, anybody can come into the Discord and just hang out whenever they want, okay? Okay. Thanks, Twitch. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye. I mean, Awas, I'm gonna see you in like literally a millisecond. So, bye.